Hey guys, how are you? Happy Friday. You guys hear me okay? Volume good? My volume okay? Hang on. I'm green. Clear? Good? Okay, cool. It's Friday, guys. Whew, what a week. Hi, retired federal. Oh, that was at 2. Not so sure she's here anymore. Hi, Heather. Shirley, how are you? Jax V, how are you? We good? Okay, cool. I look fantastic. Guys, I am so tired. I don't know what is going on with me. Like, I don't know if I need lab work done, but I am dragging like bad. And it's been going on for like a week or two. Maybe it's because I don't know. I'm being more active than normal. You know what I mean? Like tennis and bike rides and stuff. I don't know. Maybe my body's just not used to it, but I am so tired. Like I could literally curl up in a ball right now and go to bed. I like the glasses too, Jax, but the problem is it just gives you guys too much glare. We have windows. If it doesn't bother you, I mean, I can actually see better with them, but I didn't know if it bothers you guys. There's just a lot of light coming back at me, which kind of bothers me. Hi, Maynard. How are you? You like the hair color? Yeah, not much different than last week. Just lightening up a little bit. The highlights are starting to pop through, which I like. I like it. I messaged the girl because we were like ready to like get rid of her, right? Like we were done with her. We're like, girl, you made me a blonde. I wanted to be a brunette. Like, what are you doing to me? But I messaged her. Her name is Tamra. And I messaged her and I said, and I don't only give negative comments, I give positive comments. I am not one of those people. And I said, I really enjoy the color. And she asked me for a photo, which I sent her. And she didn't really say anything. She just said thank you. So we'll leave it at that. But I'm not dumping her, I guess is what I'm saying. Hi, Moons. How are you? Happy Friday. No joke. It's been like the longest week ever. And I don't know why. Like when you turn 51, Moons, well, actually, I have no clue how old you are, so I can't say that. I'm 51. But like, does time slow down when you turn 51? I don't know. Whew. Have I been sleeping enough? Yeah, guys. I've been going to bed at I go to bed at like 11:30 and I mean, I try to wake up by 8 or 8:30, but sometimes I like snooze until 9 and I used to like get up and out. Maybe it's because I know my son's going back to school in 3 weeks and then I have to start getting back up at 6:30. So maybe I'm storing for the winter. I don't know. I don't know. But something's off, I'm telling you. And then I cut caffeine out. Like I cut my Red Bull out. I hadn't had Red Bull. I hadn't had Red Bull in like 4 or 5 days. So then I was like, ooh, because I don't drink coffee. So then I'm like, well, is it the caffeine like crash? Is that what I'm feeling? So I allowed myself to have a Red Bull today because I don't think I've had a Red Bull since last Sunday's stream. I don't think. So then I was like, am I feeling icky because of no caffeine? That can be a thing. I don't know. I'm just really tired. I don't know what's going on. Hi, TLW. How are you? Hey, Kristen. How are you? Thanks, Heather. Jack said the days get longer and the years get shorter. That's true. That is true. Hey, Natalie D. She said, usually I get tired like when my iron is low. Yeah, I agree with that too. And I'm also my vitamin D3 as well. When my vitamin D gets off, I get kind of sluggish. I haven't had labs in a year. Usually I go like once a year. Well, they canceled my physical in March because like the PA or I don't even know who I go to, nurse practitioner, whatever. She was busy and then I never rescheduled it. So I haven't had labs done in over a year, which is very unlike me. So I don't know. I think I need to go get them done. Sometimes you just get like a gut feeling that something's off, you know? I kind of feel like something's off. I don't think like bad, but I think something's off. I'm getting a feeling. Hi, good grief. How do I say this? W. Sorios? Sorios? Is that right? How are you? You take vitamin. Natalie D said I take vitamin D daily. I think I do too. Well, no, that's a lie. No, I take K2D3. So no, I take that daily too. But that's another thing. I haven't even been good with taking my vitamins lately. Like I just think I'm in a slump. You know, I don't know why. No reason at all. I just think I just think whatever. Next week will be better. I don't take iron. The reason I don't take iron is it like constipates me. So I do not take iron. It like makes my poop like black, gross. TMI, I know, but that's what it does to me. So yeah, I do. D3, K2. Is that what I said? I think I said K2, D3. But yeah, I take that every day because the K2 helps the D3 like work better. So you, in my opinion, I'm not a doctor, but you need those two together. I don't know. Like even tonight, I just don't feel like myself, you know? Whatever. We'll get through it together. I choose peace. How are you? I choose peace. Totally. Totally choose peace. I love that. So what else is going on? What else have you got going on? Let me think. What did I do this week? Honestly, I don't know. We played tennis on Monday night. Was that Monday night? Yeah, I think that was Monday night. That was fun. It was so hot. We played tennis. And we've been doing our bike rides. Yeah. Shirley said, my doctor said take K with D. That is true. Sure. That's true, Shirley. Yes. That is what I take. I take K2D3. Hey, L Harp, how are you? And then I also take zinc. I take zinc for my immune system. I take a lot of things. I take a lot of vitamins. I'm not, am I pedaling right now? Oh, you mean right now? I'm like, no. It's funny. Am I pedaling? I've been pedaling a little bit more, I have to say. Sometimes it's like, and then she's like, are you pedaling? And I'm like, yes. But I will say, I think, no, yesterday morning we didn't go, but 2 mornings ago, I kicked it into high gear. I was like, ooh, I'm thinking like gold medal Olympian, right? I am like going. And he's like, oh, Julie, he's like, I feel you pedaling. And I'm like, thank you. I am pedaling. But usually I'm just sitting on the back, snapping pictures and videos because why not? You all enjoy my videos. Actually, maybe I should post my bike riding videos on X. I only send them to a few people. Yeah, I should start posting those on X. I don't know if anybody cares, but they're fun. Oh my goodness. Anyway, oh, we have to do this. And I've also been forgetting to do our affirmation card. We have to do them. Yeah, he'll get used to me pedaling. I have to be careful, right? Yeah, gotta be careful. I'm a passenger princess. Haha. No, you know what? It's funny. I'm really good for, I'm friends with men and women. I have a few really good women friends, but all in all, I'm better friends with men. Like I'm a guy's girl, and no offense to the girls I'm talk to. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying like I have equal girlfriends and guy friends. And guys are always like complaining to me, like, oh, like my girl, not my girl, I hate when guys say that, but like my girlfriend or whoever, she won't get like down and dirty. And I do not mean in a weird way, you guys, but like she won't help me lay sod, or she won't help me put sprinklers in, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to do that crap anymore. But when I first married my ex, oh my gosh, we like did everything. We built a home together, and I laid sod with him. I helped him do sprinklers. Like, I'm not too good for that crap. No. I mean, am I going to do that now? Not so sure. But back in the day, no, I totally did. Heather, yes, the scenic photos. Hey, Bolus Sketty, how are you? Surely he does help with the dishes. Absolutely. Usually I make dinner and then he cleans up. That's like how it works because he's not a very good cook. And I don't feel bad saying that. He knows that. So, Mermaid Mary, where is she going? Wait, Mermaid Mary, I missed it. Hi, Julie and all my beauties. I'm listening while driving, so not much chatting. No worries, Mermaid. Just be careful. Harump. Wait. You guys, with the names. Hang on. Let me look at this one. Harump, or harump? Thank you. Nice glasses. I appreciate that. Thank you. So yes, back to Shirley. He does help with the dishes. Yes, absolutely. But I don't want him to cook. I don't. But he's very helpful around the house. I cannot complain. Cannot complain. I'm talking about your guy friend. Yeah, it's my husband. We're married. Yeah, he helps with dishes. Yes. No worries. Cannot complain in that area. Anyway, all right, let's read this. All right, I've been shuffling them for the past 3 minutes. We're going to grab one from the center. Let's read this. Oh, it says, I can get through anything. Dealing with setbacks. Life, does this not fit me tonight? Life isn't easy as it comes with challenges and suffering. Don't fear it, accept it, and control it. Pain is the greatest motivation. Pain is the greatest motivation? Oh, like emotional pain? Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah. I was talking to my son. Mermaid said, don't worry, I'm using Bluetooth. I had to say, I have a lot of guy friends too. Had them all my life. Yeah, I agree with that, Mermaid Mary. And I'm glad, like, I mean, Robert's a little bit of a jealous person. I will say that, but not like he doesn't care when I talk to guys or anything. He's not weird about it. But now, if I started talking to guys and like being weird with my phone or like being weird, then yeah, I think a little red flag would go up for him. But like, I'm not at all. Like, I leave my phone everywhere and he has access to everything. Like, I'm not like that at all. But yeah, I've always been a guy's girl. Always. So luckily, not too jealous over here. Shirley said, I was talking about your guy friend who was complaining about his wife, girlfriend, not. Oh, gotcha. Sorry, I thought you meant like you were asking me if Robert was my partner. I was like, no, he's my husband. Well, that's a whole other subject too. I do have guy friends whose wives will not get down and dirty on the other area too. And that causes huge stress in a marriage. So I hear it all. Trust me. My advice, go to counseling. It was not my husband that said that. No. No. Now I'm confused. No, my husband did not say that. Oh my God. Anyway, all right. So tonight, guys, so I received a message, not a message. Well, it was a message, but it was also a picture of, and I'm not going to say who it was because it really doesn't matter. It's a customer. She's also a follower on YouTube. And she sent me a picture of her melasma, her skin the other day. And it reminded me so much of my skin a few years ago. Like literally, if you would have told me, I would have been like, ooh, that's my skin. I get this. So she has been using the Advanced Brightening Lightening Serum, and it's not helping her, which I understand because my melasma was so stubborn. Like no serum would have ever taken care of my melasma. So my advice to her was go to a med spa or dermatologist, whoever you want to go to. But it's not that the serum won't be helpful, but I think you need a laser to like break all of this up, like all of your hyperpigmentation. And then I think a well-formulated serum will help you. But right now, I mean, just don't waste your money on a serum because in my opinion, because I've been there, you need more. So that's kind of got me thinking about the Advanced Brightening Lightening Serum that I have. And I always say there's 5 or 6 actives in it that help hyperpigmentation, and they do. but I'm always like, can I do better? Like, can I push the limit on this? So I've done research all week and yeah, I can do better. Not better, because then you're like, well, why didn't you do it well to begin with? Because I was thinking that what I did was enough. But then when I see this picture, it's like, is it enough or could I do more? Because I don't ever want to make something too strong that it like starts irritating skin. Like that's definitely not what I want to do. So it's finding that balance of enough or not enough and then meeting in the middle. But for hyperpigmentation, melasma for sure, I think I need to be a little bit more. I think I need to take it up a bunch. So not a bunch. I think I have to take it up a little bit, which is what I did. So I did this week, I reformulated the Advanced Lightening Brightening Serum. For the most part, it's the same. If I wasn't telling you, I don't know if you would know, but I hope to have it be a little bit more effective for that stubborn hyperpigmentation. So we're going to talk about that tonight. And we're also going to talk about lasers. If the serum's just not cutting it for you, what lasers could you use to work with the serum? So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Hi, May June. How are you? Oh, JXB said, gotta go eat dinner. And my daughter is making her case to her mother to get a dog. Well, we need an update, JXB. So please, if you are, if you're still, if you're back before we leave, come back on and let us know the update, please. I need to know how this turns out. Enjoy your dinner. Hello, May June. Again, how are you? Choose peace. I got the brightening serum. Will that help broken blood vessels? It has helped the rosacea. Will it help broken blood vessels? I don't know about that one. Let me know. I don't know, because it's formulated to help hyperpigmentation from acne, sunspots, milder melasma. I'm not going to say it will help that. I don't know, but I would love to know. So please get back to me on that. But rosacea, so many people say, do you have a rosacea serum? And I was truly going to make a rosacea serum. Like, as a matter of fact, I have the stuff to do that. But now I'm getting messages that this serum, and not even the updated one, because I haven't released the updated one yet, that the updated one is helping rosacea. And I'm like, awesome, cool. So we'll find out about rosacea serum in the future. But if this one serum does everything, I have to buy two things. That's just silly. So we'll see. But broken blood vessels, I don't know. Let me know. We'll find out. Heather, did I miss a question? Or was it about the one I just answered? If I missed a question, just let me know. Hi, Miss Habibable. How are you? Have fun. Enjoy your sunset walk. Miss Habibable lives in a beautiful place. I'm very jealous. Choose peace. I was a sun worshiper. Trust me, most people were, including myself. Even now, my husband's like, okay, let's go for a bike ride. Let's go for a bike ride. And I'm like, I have to put on my SPF. I have to put on my hat. Like, I'm still over the top with it. But trust me, I would love a little color on my face without having to do a self tan or sun drops or whatever. What do they call them? You know what I mean? What the heck are they called? Self-tanning drops, right? Is that what they're called? Whatever. But yeah, there's nothing better than just a little sun on that skin. Oh, it looks so good. I know. I hear you. Retired Federal said, hi, Julie. I'm listening at work. Oh, and your hair looks great. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's very sweet. Bronzing drops. There you go. Which I think I should have added to my skin today because I feel very pale. Anyway. So let's get started. Let me bring this up. Oh, also, and again, we released a men's line. Now, is the men's line that much different than the women's line? No. But will it be? Yes. So right now we're sending PR boxes out to men that we think would enjoy the skincare. We're going to see how this goes. This is like a shot in the dark. We're going to find out. If it goes well, because we talked about this. It's like, what would I do differently for men's skincare than for women? Nothing. Because the skincare can be used for both. There's no, like, why am I going to go and get all of these other ingredients and make a specific like men's skincare line when there's nothing wrong with the women's, and I hate even saying women's now. It's just like gender neutral. Like you can use these, like 20-year-olds can use these. 18-year-olds can use these. You know what I mean? So men can use these, women can use these. But once we get a few more like men consistently purchasing, because we already have a few, but definitely women like obviously take it over completely. But what my goal is, I want to do a beard oil, something I've never done, which super easy to formulate, but just kind of fun. So for men that have like beards or whatever, I think that would be kind of cool. I want to do a beard oil. And then just getting more men fragrances, doing like a body lotion for men or an oil. I think men, I don't even know. Do men like oils or lotions? I have no clue. My husband's all about oils. He like is always rubbing oil all over his body. So I don't know. We'll see. So doing some men fragrances, because obviously you have to open those up for them too. You can't just expect them to do Burberry London. Like they don't want to smell like that. I understand. Citrus, they don't want to smell like that. So for right now, it's just kind of like men's collection, but it's really the same stuff that the women use. And then eventually we're going to open that up for what I just said. So that's kind of my mindset with this. So I'm just going to see how it goes. I don't even know if men are going to be into this. We'll find out. I'm just not going to drop a whole, like, I'm not going to change the bottles and change the formulas and change all this if men already, either men don't really care about skincare or they already have their own skincare they like and they're not going to switch. So right now I am like tipping a toe in this and we're going to see what happens. We're going to play this one by ear. We'll see what happens. L Harps and my husband will be your number one beard oil customer. See, and that's where I think it's at. It's like I see men even online, like trust me, I'm like scanning for men with beards on like YouTube and stuff. And I think that, and it's so easy to formulate, so easy. No like crazy active. It's literally just oils, but you can't make it too oily because that's disgusting. So it's finding that balance. I don't think I would have a hard time doing it. I think I would do like a fragrance free and then a couple different like manly scents. I don't know. Like an aftershave. So men could, because I've heard a lot of men say they shave and then they put on an aftershave and it like burns their skin. And I'm like, well, that's not good. So just thinking about things like that for men. So that's kind of where my mindset is for the future. But for now, I'm just kind of putting it out there that we have a men's collection. Let's see if they are interested in these products. The beard oil will be probably the first thing that gets released beyond what's already on the website. We'll see. But on the website now, there is like a men's collection. So, and eventually I also think men get a little bit confused and women do too. We get confused too. Like, what do I need? Whatever. So, but I think men like more is less, like a cleanser and a moisturizer or a cleanser, a serum and a moisturizer. The men I know, they're not, except a couple do. I will say a couple do, but they don't want 5 different layers. And I understand that. So I have to respect that. What's the ET on the beard balm? I mean, honestly, that would be so easy for me to make. I mean, it could be done. And there's no water in a beard balm, or a beard oil. So I don't have to worry about crazy stuff growing in it, like microbes and stuff. I mean, I could have it done fairly quickly, honestly. I don't look pale on camera. Ooh, I feel pale tonight, but thank you. I appreciate that. I could have it done very quickly, but this is the question. Okay. Since there's people in here, okay. Harump. And then I saw somebody else. L Harp. Okay, this is the thing. Is it a beard oil or is it a beard balm? Because I've seen both. So the beard oil, it would be in a dropper bottle, obviously. You put the dropper and then the men do that on their beard. I get that. But I've also seen beard balms, which is more kind of along the lines of the Saki cleansing balm, where you would like, it would be in a jar and you could kind of do this same idea, just different. So what do men like? Not that we're men, but do you guys know? Hi, Coco and Chloe. How are you? Heather, I agree. The bottles are already gender neutral. And it's so funny, when I first started Bay Harbor, on Etsy, and maybe for a little while on the website, but it was mainly Etsy, everything was white. Like the jars now for the body butter or for the Saki cleansing balm or for the urea, whatever, they're amber. And the serum are black, although we do have a few white now. But anyway, back on the Etsy days, back when we first started in 2018, the jars were white and the labels were pink and white. It was pink, white. It was stripes, like thick stripes, pink, white. And then the Bay Harbor Beauty was in like a brown color. I kind of went for like a Restoration Hardware. I kind of pulled it from Restoration Hardware, but it would almost kind of cross the line to like Victoria's Secret. And so then 4 years ago, I'm like, no, I want men to be able to buy this too, just in case we ever go that route. Then we switched over to the amber. So it's kind of funny. I've always had the men in the back of my head. I just never did anything with it. But I agree. They're already gender neutral. What about shaving cream? My son is 19 and breaks out every time he shaves. He doesn't care, but I do. See, and I agree with that. Harump. You know what my husband uses for shaving cream is the body butter. He doesn't use shaving cream. He uses body butter. I don't know. He never breaks out because he used to get really bad ingrown hairs, but he doesn't anymore. And I would have to ask him. I don't want to speak for him, but he doesn't get ingrown hairs anymore. And I'm wondering if it's because the body butter has that urea in it. And it's also like a little bit of a lower pH, not enough to burn your skin. But I'm wondering if it keeps ingrown hairs from forming. It's something I would think about. I don't know the answer to that. But yeah, he uses our body butter. Well, I guess it's my body butter. He uses the body butter for his shaving cream. I don't know. So the beard oil is a thing. So hang on, let me go. I stay confused. Story of my life, Shirley. My husband washes his beard, face, and body with Method. I've seen Method. Yep. Men's body wash. Yep. Oil. He hates the balms. So oil. Oh, Haram says balm. So both? I could do both. Not a problem. Yeah, not to be bad. Ooh, wasps. Yuck. I don't like wasps. Coco and Chloe said, Julie, I love the acid. I love the acid toner so much. I needed it. Oh, I love that. Yeah, we haven't gotten much feedback on that yet because it's just so new. I mean, I love it, but maybe I'm a little biased. Thank you for telling me that. Heather said the old packaging looked like Victoria. It totally looked like Victoria's Secret. Totally. Heather, you like the new toner as well? Good. Harumph, so what I'm ordering the urea. Yeah, Harumph, you guys, I do not always mean to talk about our products. I don't know how we always end up here. Yeah, the urea is 35%. It comes in a cream and a gel. There's also ceramides in it. And for people that have keratosis pilaris, those bumps on their upper arm or really calloused skin on their heels, dry knees, dry elbows, around your toes, I hate that word, toenails, but around that, you can sometimes get really dry, callous skin. The urea will 35%, it eats through that. And that's what it does. So That is what the urea does. So the cream dries down. I almost feel like with the cream, you have to finish it off with a body butter or oil or a lotion or something, because it does. There's so much powdered urea in it. It's very hard for that not to dry down a little bit powdery. And others on the market, theirs dries down really powdery. Ours does a little bit. It's very hard to get away from that. So I chose to do a gel as well. And then you guys can choose what you like. So the gel does not dry down powdery at all. It dries down like very smooth, actually. But people like the cream, so I keep it. But I personally like the gel better. Coco said, Julie, have you watched the show with the gay guys that do the makeovers on men and they educate them on the men's products to use? No, but I would be interested in that. If you give me a name, I'll watch it. Nope. Choose P said the urea cracked heel stick you recommend is amazing. Yeah, I use that. I use that as well. I still have it. I rub it on my heels. I just don't think it's as cost effective, because at least mine was $9 for like a little over an ounce, and I'm almost at the end of it. And I think I ordered it, what, guys, three weeks ago, and it's $9, which obviously that's a great price. But when you do the math, if I'm buying one of those a month at $9, like, I don't know. It's just more, in my opinion. I mean, Bay Harbor's is more cost effective, unless you don't want to do the out $25. I get it, but that's going to last you like 9 months. This balm that I bought from Amazon, it's $9, which is awesome, but like I'm almost done with it. So now I have to buy another one. Which I'm not going to do. I'm going to use my own, obviously. But I did want to try the balm for alternatives for you guys. So that's why I did that. Plus, I can't handle the smell. It smells like peaches. I can't handle it. But no, it totally did it. It totally helped my dry heels. I have to give credit due where it did. It totally helped. El Harp's also enjoying the toner. Oh, I didn't know so many people bought it. I love that. It makes me feel good. I know a new batch just got made today, so I guess I should know people were buying it because we went through the whole first batch. Oh, the show is called Queer Eye for the Street. Oh, I've heard of that. Actually, I've heard of that, but I'm going to forget. So let me text myself. Oh, a friend of mine just asked me what I think of this. Hey, Mel, I don't know if you're watching this. Here, hang on. I will look it up tonight on the live. She sent me a cream. We'll look at it. Actually, let me bring it up now so we don't forget. Hang on. Mel reminds me of Barb the cat. Always like looking for the next thing. They're so funny. I used to be like that too. I'm not judging. Arbutin 7.0 TX. Yep, here it is. This looks like it's a Korean one. Am I wrong? I'll show you guys. I'm just looking at it real fast. It's Korean. How did I know? All right, we'll look at that in a minute. Marie Mary said, I absolutely love the 35% urea cream. It works amazing on my feet. Yeah, I thank you, Mermaid. I'm glad you like it. And I have to agree, it is really good on feet. Can you guys hear that fan running in front of me? I forgot to shut it off. If it's bugging anybody, I can turn it off. I totally forgot. Every channel needs a Heather. That's true. Actually, I hope Dr. Trey's okay. The urea does not have a scent. No. Choose Peace said, I didn't know you have one. I'll buy yours. Yeah, I told my husband the other day, I go, we really need to talk about the urea more. And I don't know why. Yeah. And I think, I had called it originally I called it 35% urea, like cream or gel, whatever. And then I called it keratosis pilaris be gone. But then after a little behind the scenes, whenever you name a product, you have to make sure you're not making a claim. Because if you're making a claim, the FDA can come after you, because I'm not a pharmacist. I'm not a doctor. It's not prescription grade stuff. You know what I mean? So you can't say that it's going to cure your keratosis pilaris be gone, or it's going to cure eczema. You can't make those claims. Well, I didn't think that keratosis pilaris be gone was a claim, but I guess when you think logically about it, it is. So we had to change the name to, I don't even know what the hell we called it, a resurface. I don't even remember. What do we call it? Resurface cream or something, which I really don't like the name of it, because I don't think that tells anybody what it does. But I can't keep changing the name of this product. So we called it like resurface, but then at the bottom we put like 35% urea. And maybe I should put something about keratosis pilaris. I don't know. You just have to you have to be careful not to make a claim, because then you get the FDA on you, and that's the last thing I want. So we'll see. Mermaid Mary said the urea heel stick does not work anywhere near as well as Julie's urea cream, in my opinion. Well, thank you, Mermaid Mary. I mean, like hang on, let me feel. See, my heels aren't that bad. They used to be, but I did use my own, obviously. So my heels aren't bad. So when I say the stick does good, I mean, it does do good for me, but I also don't have really dry, cracked, rough heels. I used to. I don't have that anymore. So I can't speak to somebody if I'm sitting on a shirt. No, I'm sitting on my towels. I can't speak to somebody if they have really bad, cracked, dry. I don't know. I'm just saying, for me, the stick did okay. But I understand it probably maybe not being enough. I don't know. But it says it's 35%. But that's the thing with urea, formulating with urea in general, you have to know what you're doing, and you have to have that pH at a specific point for it to work. And for it to be in a stick like that, I would have to look at the ingredients again. I don't even remember what the ingredients are, but there's almost, I don't know. I don't know what their pH is, but pH matters for urea. And I don't know what their pH is. So whatever. I don't know. Coco said, yes, I had the worst feet ever, and they are so much better since using the 35% urea gel. I've been looking for an effective product for years. Aw. And there are, like, if you go to Amazon, you can find 35, even 40%. I think 40, I'm not positive. I think 40 might be the cutoff. And then you get into like prescription grade. So you have to be careful. You have to keep it under that threshold to sell over the counter. Where was I going with that? Oh, Amazon. Yeah, you can find urea creams, not gels. As far as I know, gels are a little bit harder to find, but you can find creams. But again, if you read the reviews, a lot of them, it's that dry down. They dry down like chalk, and people hate that, which I understand. And I am not saying that mine dries down like a beautiful body butter. It doesn't, but it's not like chalky. And if you follow it with a glowing, not even our body oil, I don't care. But if you follow it with an oil or like a lotion, that instantly goes away, instantly. So anyway, or buy the gel, and then you don't have a problem to begin with. Heather, is it a gel or a cream, or does it not matter for dry skin? The urea comes in a cream, or if you're talking about the urea, Natalie, which I'm not sure what you guys are talking about, but if you're talking about the urea, it comes in a gel or a cream on the website. The gel comes in like a white pump, and then the cream, it comes in a jar. If you told me to pick one, I would pick the gel. And I think, Heather, I don't want to speak for you, but I think Heather would choose the gel as well. Heather said, if you're looking for a full body lotion for keratosis pilaris or the bumpy skin, I recommend. Yeah, that's another route you could take. Some people don't want to use 35% because if you're pregnant, nursing, like you can't use that high of a percentage. So you have to go to the website and read about it. But and it also under kids under 2, like there's rules for using that many. There's rules for using that high of a percentage of urea. So you have to follow the directions. But if you're like, ooh, no, 35 like freaks me out, or my skin's not that bad, I don't need 35%. I want a lotion that I can just rub all over my body and I don't want 35% urea. A few weeks ago, we released which is what Heather's talking about here. This is what she's talking about. We released the Silk cream or the Silk lotions, and one is daily, which is like lactic acid. It's only lactic acid with urea. And then the other one is the Advanced, and that has lactic acid, glycolic acid, and urea. Again, it says use 2 to 3 times a day or 2 to 3 times a week. Could you use the Advanced a little bit more if your skin tolerates it? Of course. It's all in what you want. I will say the lactic acid, the 10% the daily, it has that lactic acid smell to it. And if you know, it's not a bad smell. It's just a very distinct smell. But once you put it on your skin, it absorbs, it's gone. It's not like you smell it all day. It's not a bad smell. It's a distinct smell that's gone within a couple of minutes of you putting it on your skin. It's not even a big deal. The glycolic with the lactic acid, which is the Advanced, that because it's less lactic acid in that formula, it doesn't, a little bit, but it doesn't quite have that smell to it. So just something to think about. But again, like Heather said, that would help your keratosis pilaris. That would still help your skin become smoother. The urea is for dry, cracked, calloused keratosis pilaris, but the Silk creams would help that too. Just that, think of that. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like those heels that are just so cracked and dry and they're almost hard. Like you can almost like tap on them. Like they hurt. Like they're knock, knock. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Or do I sound like an idiot right now? It's so rough and hard. So that's where you need that 35% urea to like break through all of that. That's what I'm talking about for 35% urea. If you don't have that on your knees or your elbows, or there's certain, I hate saying black or white people. I hate saying this, but I have to say this because it fits into this category. When Black people wear those, what do they wear? Like, what are they called, you guys? They put it over their head and they sleep in them. You know what I mean? And I never even knew about this until I was watching Love is Blind. Well, what they get, I guess they can get really dry skin from that. What is that called? That thing that they tie? Bandana. They can get really chafed skin. And I learned about this. I didn't know. And then I talked to a few people about it. It's a real thing. They can get really chafed, dry skin on their forehead from that constantly rubbing on their forehead. So when my husband was working, he had, there were drivers that were having this issue. So he said, hey, try this. And it worked. It broke that dry skin on their forehead up. That's what urea is for. Again, it's all in what you need. How bad your skin, I don't know. Feet, Natalie D, feet. Okay, she said, where is the skin that is dry or damaged? If it's feet, I would totally recommend 35% urea. Mermaid Mary, also, some people may not buy it if they think it is for a specific condition. It is better to use a general name. And I guess so. Resurface is a generic name because before it said keratosis pilaris be gone. So then they're probably not thinking like eczema. You know what I mean? You're right. So maybe Resurface is a good name. See, that's why it's so good to talk to you guys. Is Barb the cat here? Did she hear us talking about her? Harbor Lounge, 10%. That's true. Julie was watching a YouTuber and she highly recommend your glowing body oil. And I think the urea cream to her audience. I was so excited to hear that. Was it Tammy's Ageless Beauty? If it wasn't, then that's awesome. I appreciate that. Oh, Tammy's Ageless Beauty. There you go. Yep. Tammy was the first one. I'm not going to get into the whole story because I've said it before, but she was the first one I ever sent products to. Never thought she would talk about it. Back then, again, 2018, she had maybe 80,000 subs. And I sent it to her. And unbeknownst to me, I had no clue she was going to talk about it. That's how all of this happens. I never know when we send products out to people, like we rarely hear from them that they're going to talk about it. I mean, some people do reach out and say, hey, I'm going to talk about it, but some don't. She was one of those that didn't. And all of a sudden, like it was the first time that that's what kicked Bay Harbor Beauty into gear was her because she talked about it. That's kind of what got us on the map. It's kind of crazy. I love Tammy's Ageless Beauty. Yeah. Heather said, I'm not a fan of feet to begin with, but I can't look at rough heels. Or when you're in bed, especially if you're in bed with somebody and you like rub your rough toes or your rough heels against them. Oh God, it's so embarrassing. No, fix those heels, guys. Bonnets. Is that what it's called? I called it a bandana. Bonnet, bandana. Yeah. But anyway, bonnet, bandana, call it what you want. They explained to me that as they use those, it rubs on their forehead. Again, over time, it doesn't happen like instantly, but if they get really, depending on the nationality that uses that, they get really dry, rough skin there, and urea can help that. Little FYI. A silk bonnet. I mean, I think I was talking about a bandana, but I know what she's talking about. I get it. I get it. Barb the Cat, what was I saying about you? I was saying that I have a friend, Melissa, who's always looking for like the next, I don't want to say the next best thing, but like she always is shopping for the next product. You know what I mean? And it reminds me of you. That's all we were saying. Melissa just sent me a product and asked me to look it up. And I said, oh my gosh, she reminds me of Barb the Cat. She's always like buying new products. That's all we said. Exactly, Heather. That's what we were saying. Is Dr. Trey here? I'm glad you're here. I was worried. We don't have to talk about feet anymore. I'm sorry. We can change the subject. Oh, guys, I can't even talk about toenails. I can't. Or people, older people that don't take care of their toenails. We can't. We all know. If you know, you know. We don't have to go there. Just cut them, please. Just a little. Just cut them. That's all I ask. Choose peace. That's what I was trying to avoid. Exactly. Thank you. Corn chips. I used to have nightmares. Do you guys remember? If you were born around the time I was a 75 baby. Remember That's Incredible? Do you remember that show? And that's incredible. And they would have people that would let their nails grow out like this. And That's Incredible was always on right before I went to bed. And I would have nightmares. So finally, my parents realized what was triggering my nightmare were these people that would come on and they would have long nails. I'm talking fingernails. Well, maybe the others too, but I don't know. But anyway, these are fingernails. And it's obviously it scared me so much. I would have nightmares. So they figured out that don't let Julie watch that anymore. I can't. Nails are just a gross thing to me. I mean, fingernails don't bother me, but the others, can't do it. Can't do it. Barb the Cat said, I haven't. Oh, wait. Let me go back up. I think Barb said something. Agree, Heather, are worse. I know. Oh. Heather, well, that's okay. Okay. Barb the Cat. Speaking about that, Dr. Dre was promoting a hyperpigmentation product. Oh, tell me. Actually, Barb, you probably didn't hear this. The Advanced Brightening Lightening Hyperpigmentation Serum that I have formulated, it's been on the website, I don't know, a year, whatever, it doesn't matter. So I had a customer, also a YouTube friend, message me, and she has melasma, which I'm actually going to show you. I'm not going to tell you who it was because it doesn't matter, but I'm going to show pictures tonight. And we're going to look at her face. It's just like a little square. It's just her cheek. That's all it is. And she was saying that the hyperpigmentation serum, mine, Bay Harbor Beauties, didn't really like help her. Well, I said, can you send me a picture? Which she did. And I was like, yeah, like, I don't know if any serum can do that. And I said, it reminds me so much of what my melasma used to look like back in the day. Like, I get it. Trust me, I get it. So I said, in my opinion, you also need a laser. And then after the laser, keep it up with, or keep your hyperpigmentation at bay with a serum. So it got me thinking, is the Advanced Brightening Lightening Serum that I had like the best I can do, or can I make this stronger? Because there's manufacturer guidelines you have to like keep yourself within. You can't like, even though I want to just dump everything in, you can't do that. So I went and I researched the ingredients that were in the original. And I'm like, I think I can push it a little bit more. So I made the Advanced Brightening Lightening Serum more potent. Feels the same. If I didn't tell you, you would never even know the difference. But it's just a little bit more potent. Plus, I switched one ingredient, which we're going to get into tonight. So just to let you guys know. Oh my God, we're stuck talking about feet. I can't, you guys. Heather, did you know that fingernails never stop growing? And ears too. Is it ears or nose? Ears or noses? Hang on, now I need to know. You guys probably already answering this. I think it's ears. Do ears grow until you, or I think actually after you die, until after you die? Is it ears or noses, guys? I don't know. I took anatomy physiology. I should know this. No, ears do not actually keep growing after you're. Okay, so it's not ears. What is it? Noses? Something grows. It wasn't fingernails. I don't know. Whatever. I swore ears kept growing. No, I don't know. It's called Barb the Cat is called Remedy, done by a couple of. Barb the Cat, I'm very well aware of that formula. Actually, when I was formulating my original one, I had looked at their formula, and I definitely did not copy off of them, but I'm very familiar with this formula. I'll bring it up. I'll bring up the first one that was asked, and then I'll bring up this one. What does she say? It's called Remedy. Yeah, Remedy is done by dermatologists. That is true. They don't formulate it themselves. They have a company do it for them. But it's like they tell, and this is how most brands do it. Most brands have like Hailey Bieber, or I can't even think of anybody else. I don't know why Hailey Bieber popped in my brain, but they say, hey, I want a serum that does X, Y, and Z, and then they pay a lab to do it for them. And that's what Remedy is. It's not like these dermatologists are making it themselves. They're not. They are telling a lab what they want. That's how they do it, which is fine. I'm not knocking it. I'm just telling you how it is. I can't find it. Hang on. It's called Remedy, but I don't. Oh, it's for dark spots. I think that's what it is. They changed the bottle. That's why it looks different to me. I just need the ingredients. There we go. Yeah, it's so similar to mine, but all right, we'll go through it. All right, let's get this thing started. Heather said, yes, it's true. Someone who has had to do an exhumation, like bringing the body out of the ground. I get what you're saying. Told me that the nails are long and curled and twisty. Oh, it's so crazy. Yikes. That's a little creepy. I agree. It's crazy. Stop. Cremate me. I thought so too, Shirley. That's not what it said, though. It said, no, ears do not actually keep growing your entire life. Instead, gravity, collagen, breakdown, and stretching make them appear. I don't think I agree with that. I swear, when I took anatomy and physiology, they told me that ears keep growing. I don't know. That's something we're going to have to look up. I don't want to spread misinformation, but I swear that's what I learned. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought noses too. Is it noses I'm thinking about? I swear it was ears. Now let me say noses. Noses. Nope. Says, is Google lying to me? No, noses do not actually keep growing throughout your life. Instead, I don't know if I agree with that. I think we need to dig deeper into that. I don't know if I agree with that. May June said the nose gets bigger. My grandpa's nose was so big. That's what I'm saying. I agree with that. I swear nose and ears. I really thought ears, but I've also heard nose. We need to do a little research. After death? Well, I don't know about after death, but I mean, there's no more blood supply. So no, that wouldn't make sense. But up till death, yes. My nose better not grow while I'm alive, much less dead. Give me all the yes. I love it. Guys, could you imagine if my nostrils keep getting bigger? They're going to like overtake my head. No, noses can't keep getting bigger. It's all lies. It's all lies. No, it's all fake. Fakery. Lies. I say it's all lies. He was such an amazing, beautiful man as a young guy. He was still good looking before he died as an old man, but his nose was so big. Noses can overtake a face, guys. Let's just all be real. It is what it is. But if that happens, if y'all have a big nose, contour. Google how to contour and put in your type of nose. Literally, you can make a nose look slim like that. Google how to contour your nose. You'll be fine. Like my pig nostrils, there's nothing I can do about it. Trust me, I've tried. But noses that are just like bulbous, like here or like wide, you can totally contour those. Makeup is a wonderful thing. May June, if you want to send pics, I will post them. That is your choice. Mermaid said, maybe might be a weird question, but what exactly does the beard oil or beard balm do? Does it just condition? I believe so, Mermaid Mary. I don't have a husband, nor have I dated anybody with that, but I have spoke to men that have beards, and I am not, well, I think any beard, but especially like those longer beards, you know what I mean? The Hala awaits, for those of you who know, you know, like that kind of a beard, or even a little bit shorter than that. I think it's just a conditioner. Do beards get like tangled? I don't know. I don't have a beard, but I know that beard oil is for conditioning. You have to condition it just like you do your hair. I think it makes it look shiny. I think it makes it look healthy. And I just think, and also you can put scent in it. So I think it's also, you don't have to, you can do fragrance free, but I think it's a fragrance thing too. You know, it just makes you smell good. But we would have to ask somebody with a beard or a significant other who has a beard. Natalie D said, nails do not grow after death. That's an old fib. It's because skin shrinks, exposing more of the nail bed, making them look like they are growing. Well, I mean, let's not. I mean, I think maybe y'all don't know. But like bodies decompose after you die. Like they decompose. And eventually it's just bones and teeth and nails. You know what I mean? So honestly, it doesn't make sense to me that nails keep growing, but I am not going to say it's true or not true because I don't know anything about it. But you better believe I'm going to be doing a little Google later because now I'm curious. Mel said Jeb is a lotion person, softest body and feet. Mel, you're funny. I believe that with Jeb. I totally do. Yeah. Jeb loves taking care of himself. I get that. We should totally consult funeral lady. No joke. She would know. You know what? Let's ask. I'm going to text her. I'm going to tell her to jump in this chat right now. She will have the answer to our questions. And for God's sake, she owns a funeral home. Amy. I will ask her, can you come in the chat for a min? We have questions about bodies after you die. All right. We will see what she says. Yes, we're just going to go right for the facts. I don't want to sit here and assume because I don't know. All right. When we are waiting for that, I need to take a bathroom break. Oh, wait, she's texting back. I see ... Give me a minute. And then I need to go tinkle and then we will start about hyperpigmentation. Oh, she just got home. So give her a minute. All right. Give me 1 second. I go really quick. I'll be right back. Also, we're working on a new intro. I messaged Moons a few days ago and I told her, I said, this is the thing. It's like new people are talking about Bay Harbor. Like some people like don't talk about it anymore. And it's too hard to put YouTubers in the intro because it just changes too quickly. So I told her, I said, I want a new intro that focuses more on like Bay Harbor beauty, the products, the reviews, and not so much on the influencer part of it, because that just changes too quick. You know, like Tammy, she talked about it so much for so many years and now not as much. So it's just like that. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't have an intro for no other reason except we're working on a new one. We will have a new intro though. I loved the beat of the intro. I loved how it looked, but I just think we need to switch gears, taking it away from the YouTubers and more about Bay Harbor beauty, you know? So that's why we don't have an intro for no other reason. People have been asking me, oh, I'll have to wait. The bathroom's going to have to wait. Okay. Amy, sorry, funeral lady. This is our question. When people pass on, do their nails still grow or do they stop growing when they die? That's the first question. The second one is about ears and noses. Does any of that continue to grow through your life? And obviously nails do. I'm talking nose and ears. Do those continue to grow through your life and stop with death? And do nails grow after death? That's our question. Yes, fingers and toenails were the first question. And then we started talking about nose and ears. So that was our question. We'll wait. I could play the Jeopardy song. Wait, who? Natalie D is a funeral director? Oh, I didn't know that. Well, why didn't we ask her? We have 2 funeral directors in here. I did not know that, Natalie D. I apologize. My bad. Totally chime in, Natalie D. My bad. I did not know that. I apologize. Well, now we have 2, so have at it. Let's listen. Natalie D said, funeral lady, I'm laughing over here. The questions we get asked. Yes, Natalie D. Well, give us your opinion as well. Funeral lady said, I don't think nose and ears do anything but decompose because they are cartilage. Okay. So there we go. That is fixed. Did she say anything about nails? Did I miss it? Hang on. My son is texting me. All right. Nails will continue to grow for a period and then stop is what I remember from school. Natalie D, do you have anything to add to this? Okay, so funeral lady and Natalie. So when somebody is buried, and I'm sorry if this bothers anybody, tell me and we don't have to talk about this. When somebody's buried, right, it takes time and then the body starts to decompose. And then over X number of years, aren't you just left with like bones, teeth, and what, nails? Like, is that what's left in the casket? Is that how that works? Because that's what I was told. And hair, that's true too. Hair stays and grows for a period as well. Recently heard of body exhumed. That was the question. That was the word. Exhumed from 1890. Oop, hang on, don't leave me. Hair stays and grows for a period as well. Recently heard of a body exhumed from 1893 and still had a full head of red hair. Yeah, I understand the hair too. I forgot about hair, but I get that. What is the weirdest thing that you have? Wait, what is the weirdest thing that your people have chosen to put in the casket? Oh, that's another good question. It depends on moisture. Okay, so Michigan. My parents are buried in Michigan. And when we buried them, again, I'm not going to go into detail, but we can all imagine. They just said because the moisture in the ground and everything, like the vault within reason, like, come on. Like, it's not going to prevent whatever. You know what I mean? Like, the body's going to do what the body's going to do. Natalie D said, Heather, where do I begin? Oh, just say it, Natalie D. Let's go. I'll have you guys on a show and we'll totally talk about this. Like, I love this talk. Like, this is what gets me. I love this. Yeah, it fascinates a lot of people. Like, we want to know. Do Amy and Natalie want to come on? If not, we can do it another night. But yeah, like this stuff is awesome. Again, I said I would talk about hyperpigmentation, which I do have to do. Decomposition will always happen, but in moisture climates, a sort of mummification of tissue happens. Oh, wait, hang on. Decomposition will always happen, but in moisture climates, a sort of mummification of tissues happens because of the coldness. Let me think that out. Mummification because it's cold, right? That's how I think of this. Am I wrong? Hi, Nanny Goat. How are you? We're talking about dead bodies. This is why I'm getting cremated. Yeah, I think I might be with you. Or, okay, what about when people are put in like a wall? In a, whatever that's called. I would definitely love to get together and have a girls' night out, chat with you. That would be, yeah, I want to do that too. Well, the organisms probably mummify. Huh. Yeah, I have so many questions. Amy, or actually, I don't, Natalie, you don't have a channel, right? I don't think you do. But Amy, you should literally do, not that I'm telling you what to do, a whole, like this would get you so many views. People want to know. People want to know what happens to a body like when somebody dies. And I'm not talking about cremation. I mean, that's fairly obvious what happens. But I'm talking about when you get, and again, I know temperature and state, I get it. There's a lot of things that enter into this. But what happens for the most part, what happens when you're buried and how long does it take for a body to decompose on average? Everything's different. Like, we want to know. I mean, I want to know. Oh, May, June. I love that May, June. I do have to pee very badly, but then Amy came on and I didn't want her to have to leave. So trust me, I have to go. No joke, but we can wait. Actually, I do think I'm coming there in October. Mausoleums. That's it. I want to be put in a wall. Please pass it on. I want to be put in a wall. I think I deserve to be put in a wall. I want a wall. Mm-hmm. I don't think I want to be cremated. I want to be put in a wall. Do not put me in do not put me in the ground. I'm not going to be happy. Mm-mm. Yeah, Amy, I would love to get my medical examiner friend to come on. She examined bodies and all types of decomposition. She even helped to try to identify people in graves that were, see, that's interesting. I want to learn about that. Yes. Do it. Natalie, I think it's expensive everywhere for a wall, but I'm worth it. I'm worth it. Funeral lady said, better prepay and lock in. Those places fill up and fast. Well, we might just have to remove somebody because Julie's on her way. I'm joking. No, she's not. Who would manage Bay Harbor Beauty? Whew. Terrible thoughts. Yeah, I think I am going to come there. What was kind of, this is my thing. I really wanted to do Amy's thing, and I wanted to do like Aiden's Wilbur, whatever Wilbur thing he's doing. So I'm not going to get into the Aiden thing because it's not my place to, but I don't know when or if that's going to happen anytime soon. So I didn't want to do a trip in October and then Aiden have one like in November. And then I'm like, well, I can't come back in November. Like I can't. So now I know that it's probably not going to happen in November. So I'm going to, I want to say for sure. I think I'm going to come in October. So that's how it's going to happen. June said, I would love to come in October. Not sure I can swing it. Nanny Goat, I'd like to know about this too. If anyone saw the things I Googled for weeks and weeks after my husband passed away, I wanted to know everything. See, I do. I think that this is a very interesting topic and people want to know. And we want truth. You know, we don't want like myths. We want truth. El Harp, what state do you live in? She said, kind of all the beauties come down south. What state do you live in, El Harp? Coco said in old times, they used to bury the dead with a string on their finger attached to a bell above ground in case they accidentally buried someone still. Are you serious? I didn't know that. I'm a hugger too. Louisiana? Oh, you're close to me. We go to I love Charleston, South Carolina. I love the Carolinas. Nanny, go. We're going to talk. Because remember, I was kind of on the fence, but yeah, I think it's going to happen. I remember, hi, Cheech, how are you? I remember going to a funeral home, or that's a lie, a cemetery in Charleston, actually Charleston, South Carolina. And there was like a underground like pipe. You know what I mean? Like probably for water drainage is what I was assuming it was for. So my mom was standing behind me and she's like, Julie. Well, I was standing over this pipey thing that like had a hole in the ground and I literally jumped like a 1,000 feet. I was like, ah! And she's like, oh my God, Julie, it was me. You're so gullible. I'm like, yeah. Hi, retired federal. Oh my goodness. All right. You guys talk. I'll be right back. I really have to go. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Then we'll start talking about hyperpigmentation. Be right back. I've never been to New Orleans either. My husband's been there, but I've never been, which is crazy because I don't think it's that far from us. How are you, Cheech? I hope you're having a good night. Funeral lady, there's a legend in my industry that lives in NOLA, and his wife has a piano bar, dying to visit them too. I think I missed something. I love Charleston too. We used to go to we used to fly into Savannah, Georgia, go to Hilton Head, South Carolina, and then end up in Charleston and then fly home from there. It was like the best trip ever. I love the history, and I just love Charleston. I think it's like so quaint. I love it. I think I'd get in trouble in New Orleans. I think it's a little bit I don't know. I don't know if Julie would get in trouble in New Orleans. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Shirley said, I'd rather see the ladies to hang out and go to the funeral ladies event. And I think that's what's going, I mean, at least for me, I can't speak of others, but I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to book it. I think I'm going to fly in on the 9th and then fly out like Sunday morning. So I'm home by Sunday afternoon. Like a Friday to Sunday thing. I just have to book the tickets. Because, I mean, literally, October 9th is going to be here before we know it. I can't believe the summer is almost gone. My son goes back to school in 3 weeks. He goes back to school like August 13th. I don't know, guys. It goes too fast. Coco said, funeral lady, you can stay with me at no cost and do some filming for your shows. What do you do, Coco and Chloe, if you want to answer? Heather said, the topics we get into always makes me laugh because I never know what we'll talk about. Me either. It's always so interesting. Yeah, no joke. Yeah, I can't wait to go to funeral ladies event. It'll be fun. You guys seem like you had so much fun 2 weeks ago. I had a little FOMO, I have to say, a little FOMO. Nanny Goat said, Heather, this is so true. I had no idea what I was going to jump into when I got on. I was so excited. Hey, Noodle Mama, how are you? Does anyone else keep metal spoons in their freezers to put all over your face or just me? Noodle Mama, you know you can buy a freezer roller. They're not much. Actually, tell me if you know what I'm talking about. I don't know the name of them, but I have one. You keep them in your freezer. Face freezer rollers. It might be a little bit more effective. Oh, here, right here. $19 on Amazon. It might be a little bit more effective than your spoons. It looks like this. They look like many. This is just one of many. $19, you keep it in your freezer and then you like roll and it takes your, supposedly supposed to take your swelling down. Or here's another one. This one is, again, it's Amazon, $18. Yeah, keep it in your freezer and then you can roll your entire face and it helps with puffiness and circulation. I have one. Like in the morning, if I've had salt at night, if I've eaten like whatever and I have salt, or if I have a whiskey and I wake up a little swollen, I'll do that. And it really does take the swelling down. But yeah, it might be a little bit more effective than metal spoons. But you do you, girl, whatever works for you. I'm glad, Cheech. I'm glad you're doing good. Is Cheech going to the next funeral lady event? I would love to meet her. Cheech is like, she's like, I don't want to call you a star, but you're somebody that intrigues me. Like I want to meet you. I do. I want to meet you. I'm so weird. I just like, I feel a connection with Cheech and I've never even met her. So explain that to me. I don't know. It's one of those things. Nanny Coat said, tell me more, Noodles. Yeah, if you want to do the spoon thing and put them in your freezer, you have at it. Heather said, I used to have spoons, but I found these amazing orbs that go in the fridge to take swelling down under my eyes. When you say orbs, Heather, are they like masks kind of? Are they in a clear, you know what I mean? Like they're in a pouch and they're like green or whatever color they are. They're like little dots and they freeze. And then you can put them on your eyes. I forgot I had glasses on. Is that what they are? She said, go home Monday as it is a long weekend. The 9th through the 10th, 11th is a long weekend? Why is it a long weekend? I should fly out on Monday? I mean, I can take Monday off. I'm sure my boss will allow it. I'll have to ask my husband. Just joking. Shirley said, I think there's a brunch planned for Sunday, October 11th. That may have changed though. I did hear that. That is true. So where Nanny Go? Nanny Go, this is what I don't know either. They told me Rhode Island or Boston Logan? Boston Logan? Yeah, this is all we need to figure it out. I don't even know where to stay. I know nothing. But we have to figure it out. It was a blast in the back room, LOL, and we're the ADHD crew. Okay, I love that. I don't think I can not do it. I have to go. Hey, Catherine. Is Catherine here? Did I miss her? If Catherine's here, hello. Oh, there she is. Hey, Catherine, how are you? Providence or Boston would work, Nanny. All right, we'll figure this out. El Harp said, I would love to come meet everyone eventually. I'm scared to fly, though. I'm sorry, El Harp. I mean, I can't say I'm like, woohoo, thrilled to get on a plane. Like, I'm not, but I'm everybody's different. I'm not judging you at all. But to me, it's like, I don't know. If I want to go have fun and meet everybody and enjoy it, I know it's like what I need to do to get there because I'm certainly not going to drive. And honestly, in my opinion, flying is safer than driving. So I'll get on the plane. Good night, Choose Peace. Have a good night. Nanny Goat, I put 2 spoons in the freezer and it feels so good under my eyes or all over my face. Metal spoons are the bomb. They are free. I agree with that. Noodle Mama. I mean, I'm telling you to spend $18 when you have spoons that are free. So don't listen to me. Funeral lady said Cheech is everything. I can feel that. I get it. I get it. Wait, did you ever in surgery on the 29th? You probably don't want to put on why, but I hope everything's okay. Funeral lady said, I haven't started selling them yet, waiting on Megan to finalize the image she wants us to use for the Eventbrite. Check my text. Okay. Oh, those are interesting. Heather. So Heather just sent me a picture of these. They are called Titan Skin Depuff and Sinus Relief. They're stainless steel ice globes for facials, durable cryo globes, instantly reduce puffiness, tighten pores, facial massages, and daily beauty routines. Interesting. I've never seen those. Just another option. I mean, I have the roller. Some people have these. Some people have spoons. You do you. You do you, boo. The 12th is the Columbus Day. Oh. Oh. So mail wouldn't even be picked up that day. Okay. Good to know. All right, we need to start this. Let me start. So Julie, let me know when you're coming in. I will get you a room near the funeral home. Wait, Catherine said, Julie, let me know when you are coming in. I will get you a room near the funeral home. You'll get me a room? Where are you going to put me? Where are you putting me? I'm scared. I'm scared. And I want to stay with Nanny Goat. We've talked. Nanny Goat and I want to stay together. I don't want to stay in a hotel alone. It's very scary. I'm scared. Just joking. I'm not scared. But I want to stay with Nanny Goat. But thank you, Catherine. I appreciate that offer. I will let you know. Shirley said, I need a hotel recommendation as close to. Yeah, we all need a recommendation. It is safer to fly. I agree. Okay. Okay, Catherine. I will look. I promise as soon as I'm done. Okay. So let me look at these two things that I was asked to look at, two products, and then I'm going to get into the new serum, what I changed, and then we're going to talk about lasers. I will finally start the show literally an hour and a half in. Okay. Sorry for those of you who are waiting. My bad. Okay. So I have this one up. So let me just bring this up one first, and then I'll bring up Melissa's. So this is remedies. Let me move my face. Okay, first, before we get to the ingredients, let me read what this one does. Okay, so this is a dermatologist. So they're dermatologists, and then they say what they want, and they pay a formulator to make it. That's what they do. All-in-one nightly remedy that stacks the impact of multiple products in a single targeted treatment to help fade the look of existing dark spots, prevent future discoloration, and promote even tone. What are the reviews? Let's see what people say. I always want to read the lowest rating. I want to see what they say. I'm on my second bottle with still no changes. Can't speak to the specifics because I'm not seeing any progress. This was a year ago. I've not used it. I've used it every evening. I was excited, but no improvement whatsoever. Okay, how many of these are there though? Because if it's just a few, it's like whatever. I was hoping being a dermatologist made product, and this is actually, I have an opinion about this. So this lady's review, it's a lady. Okay, this is a year ago. She said, I was hoping being a dermatologist made product. However, for me, I think she meant she was hopeful. However, for me, didn't really work. Faithfully applied. However, my dark spots just turned red. Woo, but still very noticeable. But worse, I got more. Huh. I have tried every product that came my way. Okay, so it just didn't work for her. Allergic reaction. Okay, so there's more than a few. There's more than a few not great reviews. If you guys ever want to see like what a product really is, go to the bad reviews first. That's how I go. Okay, so there's the reviews. So whatever, take that for what it's worth. Let's read the ingredients. Okay, water, niacinamide, awesome. Ceteryl, it's all of them. Dimethicone, tranexamic acid, mandelic acid. Okay, so water, we all know what water is. Glycerin, we know what glycerin is. Can you guys see this? I hope. I wish I could make this bigger. How do I make this bigger? I don't know if I can. Oh, no, that makes me bigger. We don't want that. Sheesh. Okay. Tranexamic acid, mandelic acid. I mean, this is an emulsifier. Glutathione. It's too big to penetrate. I don't know why they would put that in there, but that's just my opinion. The tetrahexadyl ascorbate is a vitamin C. Is it soybean? That's an oil. Kojic. I don't know what kind of fruit extract this is. I'm not familiar with it. Retinol. I read it's actually it's encapsulated retinol. So, okay. So they did a encapsulated retinol and hyperpigmentation all in one. Okay. There's no resorcinol in this, which I'm shocked. Is there a resorcinol in this? Hang on. No, there's not. Is there a resorcinol? Does anybody see resorcinol? One more time. I don't want to misspeak. Resorcinol is what I'm looking for. I don't see resorcinol in this. Okay. So there's nothing really wrong with this formula. All I can do is compare it to my own. And they mixed. Wow. Okay. So they mixed a retinol, mandelic acid, which is low pH. So they mixed retinol, vitamin C, which is what this is, with a low acid, which is what this is. This is a complex formula. Okay. And then I also saw ceramide somewhere in here. Did I not? Yeah, ceramide. So then they mix ceramide. There's nothing wrong with the formula. I'm not going to sit here and bitch about it. But this is my thing. It's like, what do you want your formula to do? If you want it to be a vitamin C formula, then make it a vitamin C formula. If you want it to be a hyperpigmentation formula, make it a hyperpigmentation formula. If you want it to be what was the other thing I saw in there? Whatever. It's like it's just too much. There's too much. And then you run the risk of causing irritation. Like 3% tranexamic acid, it should have been higher. Oh, mandelic acid. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a lot. But hey, try it. Maybe it'll work for you. I don't know. To me, it's like if it's a hyperpigmentation serum, then throw every hyperpigmentation ingredient safely that you can throw into that. I'm sorry. Let me pull myself up. It's like, don't don't try to throw encapsulated retinol in there and mandelic acid, because what can potentially happen, and I'm not saying this is happening, I didn't read all the reviews, but what can happen is when you throw these hyperpigmentation serums, I'm sorry, when you throw these hyperpigmentation ingredients, which is what the majority of those were, but then you also throw in a retinol, and then you also throw in a mandelic acid, which is like a lower pH. If your skin starts getting irritated, you don't know what's causing it. So is it the mandelic acid? Is it the retinol? Is it the hyperpigmentation? It's like, I don't know. So that's why maybe people like this and it works for them, because you can buy one serum and it just covers, like, check the box. It's all done. You got your retinol, you got your mandelic acid, and you got your hyperpigmentation all in one. And that's perfect. Yay. If it works for you, I get it. But if it doesn't work for you and you're getting irritation, then what? That's why it's like, I just believe in like a triple C serum, or not a triple C, a vitamin C serum, or a triple acid toner, and then keep your hyperpigmentation separate. I just believe in 3 different things. And it's not a money thing. It's not. It truly has nothing to do with money at all. I just believe in keeping things separate. So that's just me. It's just a different way of thinking and formulation. To each their own. All right. This is the next one I got asked about. Let's look at this one. Can I make this? Oh, here we go. I can make this bigger this way. Does that help? Okay. So this is an arbutin, which is, I'm assuming, is an alpha arbutin. Tranexamic acid, 4%, arbutin, 7%. Let's read about this. This is a Korean brand. It's our alpha arbutin, 7%, tranexamic, 4%. It's a K-beauty brightening cream designed to support visibly clearer, more radiant looking complexion. Helps helps improve the look of stubborn discoloration. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's look at the formula. Where's the ingredients? I miss them? You're not going to show me them? Don't be shy. There's no ingredients. All right, I got to find a different website. Hang on. I don't like when they don't give me the ingredients. Hang on, ingredients. I don't want the key ingredients. I want all the ingredients. Mel, do you have the ingredients? If you're still watching. Oh, here, I can go here. They'll tell me the ingredients. I found them. Never mind. Oh, let me completely remove myself. Let's get rid of Julie. Okay, there we go. Let's look at this. All right, water, arbutin. Is this in order, I hope? Oh, wow. Yeah, this is a huge acne risk. So if you have acne and you're using this, oh, here, acne risk 4. Yeah, that's not great. Okay. Glycerin. See, I don't. Okay. Yeah, I was going to just say isopropyl palmitate is another huge acne risk. Mel, there's only 2. I mean, sodium ascorbyl phosphate, that's a vitamin C. I mean, it kind of helps with lightening, but I'm just trying to look at all the ingredients, guys. Hang on. This is weak. Okay, so the only things that are going to help you with whitening in this, so you have to think of it this way. When you have hyperpigmentation, you have to target it from like many different, like you have to target it from many different, what's the word I'm looking for? Many different avenues, many different angles. And here you have arbutin, tranexamic acid, and niacinamide is also for hyperpigmentation. Okay. I don't know, Mel. I don't know if it's going to help you. Let me look at one thing. Hang on. I want to know something before it's not telling me if it's alpha arbutin. That's what I'm frustrated about. Is it alpha arbutin that they're talking about? I need to know. Plus, I'm worried that for people, and I'm not talking about anyone in particular, but these are huge acne risks. I mean, that in itself is a little concerning. Let me look at this. Niacinamide. Is it alpha arbutin? See, it's not telling me if it's alpha arbutin. I need to know. When you guys, when you're looking for, if you have hyperpigmentation, one main ingredient you want to look for is alpha arbutin, tranexamic acid, which this has, so that's awesome. But you also want to look for, it's called resorcinol or hexyl resorcinol. We're going to talk about resorcinol in a minute. That is really like a heavy lifter with hyperpigmentation. And even Dr. Dre on YouTube, she talks about resorcinol all the time. Resorcinol, and I'm going to explain what it does in a minute, but you really want to look for that ingredient when you're looking for hyperpigmentation. So I don't know, Mel, try it. I don't know. Two things that concern me are the ethyl hexyl palmitate and what was the other one? The ethyl hexyl, and the isopropyl palmitate. If you're acne prone, which I don't think you are, but if you are, that can be a problem. So just be aware of that. Okay. All right. Now let's talk about hyperpigmentation and lasers. Let me get rid of this. All right. Let me answer questions and then we'll switch over to lasers and hyperpigmentation serums. Noodle Mama said, I need the pigmentation gone on my neck. Darn, son. I hear you. Choose P said it's like a party on your face. Don't make me finish that. I'm a good girl. I'm not going to say it. All right, let's start this. All right. I said it before, I'm not a doctor. You guys need to go to a med spa and always do your own research, okay? So these are my opinions, my thoughts. Don't sue me, okay? My thoughts. Let me get to my page. Okay, so why do we even get hyperpigmentation? I'm going to spend literally 20 seconds on this and we're going to move on. Your skin has special cells called melanocytes, and their job is to make pigment, the stuff that gives your skin its color. The pigment has something in it called melanin. And the thing that actually builds the melanin is an enzyme called tyrosinase. No, I said I'm not going to say this wrong tonight. Tyrosinase. So tyrosinase is basically the worker that produces your pigment. It's always in your skin at a normal low level, but certain things rev it up and make it work overtime. And sun is the big one: heat, hormones, and inflammation. When it gets revved up, your cells crank out extra melanin, and that melanin gets passed up into the surface of your skin cells, and it shows up as dark spots, or with melasma as bigger patches. So when you hear a tyrosinase inhibitor, all it means is it's an ingredient that turns that pigment switch down. And that's what's so important when you choose a hyperpigmentation serum. You want to make sure it has a tyrosinase inhibitor. And you're like, well, how do I know what that is? I'm going to help you figure that out tonight, okay? Because I wouldn't have known this 10, 15, 20 years ago either. So we're going to work together. We're going to figure it out. So you want to find an ingredient that has that inhibitor in it so your skin makes less melanin in the first place. That's the heart of how brightening works. So if you look at, let me share this right here. Oh, wrong one. I have to end this one. Stop screen. This was the picture I was sent, and this is melasma. Again, brown spots. And as far as I know, there's not any serum on the market that is going to help this situation. It's not going to happen. You guys, anybody, and I had this, you need to break this up with a laser. You have to, in my opinion. So that's when I recommended this lady go and speak with somebody at a med spa or a dermatology office or whatever she feels comfortable with, and talking to them about a laser that will break some of this up. Then by all means, use a hyperpigmentation serum. But I can't allow somebody to just keep like burning through hyperpigmentation serums when they're not seeing results. Like, that's just silly. Like, no, can't do it. So that's melasma. And in my opinion, she needs a laser, which we're going to talk about in a minute. Melasma runs deeper, and it's often tied to hormones, and it's driven by the heat and the sun. So if you, even me, when I have my melasma somewhat under control right now, but if I was to go outside without SPF and go play tennis or go bike ride, or even just go sit outside for 15 minutes and not have SPF on, my melasma will flare. And then it takes like 2-3 months. Now, can I get mine under control fairly easy now? Yes. But could I have gotten it under control 3 or 4 years ago? No, because it looked exactly like that picture I just showed you. But also, I had a laser to help it. There's no serum that was going to help me do that. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, my serum is the wonder thing, and it can help everybody. It's not true. It's just not true. So I'm not, in my opinion, you need a laser. And I also, as you guys know, I also do chemical peels. And I think all of this together can help break down that pigmentation. If it's melasma, if it's just like acne scarring, that's a different story. We'll talk about that too. So let's talk about the Advanced Brightening Lightening Serum and what I changed in it. I didn't change a lot, but I did make it stronger. And it's not that it was bad before. I don't want you to be like, oh my God, Julie, why did you make it? It's not. To me, I thought it was strong enough, but I just think it could be better. And I'm not embarrassed to say that. So from now on, anybody that buys the Advanced Brightening Lightening Serum from tonight forward, it will be stronger. And I'm going to explain what changes I made for it. Resorcinol. We were just talking about this. The main brightening ingredient, it's resorcinol, and it slows down the tyrosinase, so your skin makes less pigment. I switched it to a newer, more powerful form. It's in the same family as what I had in there before, but it's just stronger. It's one of the strongest pigment slowers out there, and it's still gentle. This is not like going to be like, oh, it's stronger, so it's going to irritate your skin. No. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying it's just stronger. It's not going to irritate your skin, or it shouldn't irritate your skin. Everybody's different. I also upped the niacinamide a little bit, and I also bumped up the tranexamic acid, and I also bumped up the alpha-arbutin a lot. Now, we just looked at that Remedy, or no. Yeah, no, it was the Remedy serum a minute ago. And if you notice, that had alpha-arbutin, and it also had tranexamic acid in it. But to me, it's like, and I get their dermatologist, and that's awesome. Yay. But to me, they could have added more into it. I wouldn't, in their formula, I would not have put the retinol, and I would not have put the mandelic acid in it, because that can irritate, even though it's like a surface acid. I would have completely thrown more hyperpigmentation serums or ingredients in there. I mean, clearly, because that's what I did in my own. So I upped the alpha-arbutin. I upped the tranexamic acid. I upped the niacinamide, and I switched my resorcinol to a different form, which is stronger than the one I originally used. So that's what I did in the new serum. The goal of it is a brighter skin tone over time, softening the look of dark spots and discoloration, and giving you that overall glow. It's stronger now, same direction. It always worked, just with more, it's just more potent now. That's all it is. It's just more potent. So for those of you that have hyperpigmentation from acne or from the sun, hormones, after your pregnancy, you got dark spots. Not talking about melasma, that's a whole different beast. But just like acne, sunspots, age spots, I hope this serum, the other one was already helping people, but I'm hoping this like turns it up another notch. We already got great feedback from the other one. So I hope that this one does it even more so. If you have your eyebrows microbladed with tattoos, you know what I mean? Microblading, I've never had it, so I don't exactly know how it happens, but be aware that this serum will take the color off of those. So do not get this near your eyebrows if you had microblading. So just be careful with that. All right. Okay, yeah, and then we go into lasers. I just wanted to make sure I didn't have to say anything else about the serum. So if you have melasma, no serum, in my opinion, is going to take melasma away. Let me answer some questions, or let me read this real fast, and then I will. And then we'll go back to, we'll talk about lasers. Why is my picture weird? I hope you guys can see me okay. My picture looks like really little, which is fine. I don't mind, but anyway, okay. No, I know we've talked about the pigmentation on your neck, and you went to a doctor, correct? I believe, if I remember correctly. I think you told me that. Heather said, oh, Amy, she said she'll be selling 50 tickets. So hopefully I'll be able to get a seat. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up to the chat. Oh, Cheech, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you don't have any questions. I would have helped you. Can we make it a block party? Can you imagine all of us in Massachusetts at the same time? This could be really bad, guys. I don't want to get arrested in Massachusetts. It's the last place I want to get arrested. Jeez, oh, Pete. I'm almost scared to even go to Massachusetts, to be perfectly honest. No glazed donuts tonight, Julie. Ooh, Catherine, what are we talking about? Hi, Dirty Water Diva. How are you? Catherine said my BHB order arrives on Monday. Oh, that's fun. I didn't know you ordered. It makes me feel bad when I don't know you guys ordered. Dirty Water Diva said, Nanny Goat, babe, what are you scared of? Yeah, Nanny Goat, what are you scared of? I think I missed it too. I can't find it. I don't know what she's scared of. Dirty Water Diva said the products. What did I miss? Oh, we were just talking about the new, well, it's really not new. The Advanced Hyperpigmentation Serum. I just made it stronger than the original one. Really, if I didn't say anything, you guys would not even notice a difference with the feel, but it's just stronger. For those of you that have hyperpigmentation. If you don't have hyperpigmentation, don't worry about it. Staying in Boston alone when I come in October. Nanny Goat, you're not going to be alone. I'm going to be with you. We already talked about this. Don't be silly. It's silly talk. I'm not going to leave you alone. No, we'll be good. We'll have fun. We're going to stay in the same hotel. Dirty Water Diva, Julie, you look great. Did you get more color in that hair? No, I didn't get more color. I darkened it. So last Friday, was it Friday? I don't remember. Whatever. I was like blonde. So I went back last Friday and I told the girl that does my color, I'm like, dude, like I am blonde. We got to break this up. So she put dark highlights in, or I guess those are called low lights. I don't know what she did. She did this and here we are. So thank you. Catherine said, no, it's from seeing her on Julie's. So wait, what? No, it's from seeing her on Julie's. So in the 24-20. What are we talking about? I don't know what we're talking about. Oh my God. I'm not going to leave Nanny Goat alone. Don't be scared. Cheech said, I just got the longevity serum and the eye stuff. Forgot to get the renewal cream. Is there a way to add the order? Yeah, Cheech. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'm not. Here, Cheech, do me a favor. I'm going to put the text here because I'm not going to know your name. So that's kind of going to be hard to find. Here, just send a text and just let me know what you want to add and somebody will figure it out. There you go. Not a problem. Melasma does suck. I'm sorry. Coco said, so excited you made the lightening formula stronger. I already loved the formula, but I'm also using vitamin C, the acid toner, and retinol, so it was working good. And that's funny you say that, Coco and Chloe, because I touch on this in a minute after we talk about lasers. And again, I never want to say like, oh my God, you guys have to use the triple C and the vitamin C Frulic, and you need to use the advanced lightning brightening. Like, I don't ever want to be like, you have to use all of these, because you don't. But just the research I've done and been doing this a while, like the more you can like layer on, and I'm talking about if you have I don't want to say severe, if you just have hyperpigmentation in general, the more like you can layer on that tranexamic acid and the resorcinols, the more you can layer on, and the alpha arbutins and all of them. I'm not going to list them all, but you know what I'm talking about. The more you can layer on those actives that are literally helping your skin like calm down, the tyrosinase. Why can't I say that word, you guys? Like seriously, Julie, don't be dumb. The more you can layer on those actives, the more it calms down your pigmentation bacteria, which is kind of how it was described to me when I used to learn about it. So you can use one product, which is fine, but the more you can layer on, you're not going to hurt yourself. It's not like you're layering like oodles and oodles of glycolic acid on your skin, and you're going to burn your skin. And it's some crazy low pH product. It's not. Actually, I think the pH is like 5.5, like, which is almost neutral. So it's not like you're going to burn your skin. It's not like that. So the more you can layer on, the more you can target that hyperpigmentation from different areas. And again, how did I calm down? You guys, my skin I've shown you pictures. I don't have them brought up, or I would show you again, but they're on my X account. My skin, that melasma picture I showed you a minute ago, mine looked like that, but it also had like red inflammation, and it was bad, you guys. Now, I had a laser. I'm not going to say I did it all with skincare, because I didn't, but I had a laser. And then I've been using consistently these products for like 2 years. And unfortunately, it takes a while to get it to calm down. That's just the reality of it. I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, it'll be gone in 2 weeks. It's not going to be. It's not. You have to be rational with your expectations. You're welcome. Choose peace. Make sure to say we don't. Oh, I like Aiden. I don't care. Hey, are you talking about with the cops? Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, whatever. They'll put us in the slammer for sure. Yeah, unfortunately, that's very sad. I think I'm doing a fundraiser with Rat House Media. We're going to raise some money for Aiden. We need to support him. You know, it's like, can people have opinions about him and not agree with everything he does? We're talking about Aiden Carney, Turtle Boy. For those of you that don't know, it's fine. I'm not going to talk about this for more than 2 seconds. But like, he's still doing the right thing for the First Amendment. And do I agree with everything he says and does? No. But do I think he deserves to be thrown in jail for it? No. And will I help him raise money? Yes. So Rat House and I are, we're going to team up soon, and we're going to raise money for him. Catherine said no one is going to jail in Massachusetts in October. I know that. We're just talking silly. Dirty Water Diva. Yes, the color looks amazing, babe. Seriously, I love that on you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Nanny go. Surely we will protect you at all costs. Yeah, we'll stay in the same hotel. It'll be fun. Cheech said staying in Boston alone. Don't you live there? Or are you talking about us? Dirty Water Diva. Tommy is waiting for the lube. Tommy CPU? What? How does Tommy CPU know about the lube? Or is that who we're talking about? Catherine, I think, is it Tommy CPU? Shirley said, I love your vitamin C, lightening and brightening and tretinoin. I'm one of those people who need laser treatments. Yeah, so did I, Shirley. I get it. May, June, it is a brightening product. The one I talked about a minute ago that I upped the ingredients. I upped the alpha-arbutin, the tranexamic acid, and niacinamide, and I changed the resorcinol to a different form. Yes, we are talking about the Advanced Brightening Serum. Now, if you go to the website, it's still going to look like the old one, just because we haven't had a chance to update it, but it'll be the new one again, or wait till I upload the new one, whatever you're comfortable with. It doesn't really matter. But from today forward, it'll be the new one. Hey, Beth, how are you? Bye, Cheesh. Have fun in the moons. Did Moons and Ocean? I heard, and I don't. She told me I messaged Moons, and then she was like, well, just we announced it 5 days ago. Go watch the other stream. And I'm like, I don't have time to go watch a 5-day-old stream. Like, I just don't. Like, just give me the cliff notes. Like, what happened? Why are they not together anymore? But I did learn why. So now I know why. So that's good. Good for them. Whatever works. I'm talking about Ocean Moons Live. It's another YouTube channel. The formula change product being discussed is the brightening serum, right? Yes, May June. It's the Advanced Lightning. Here, let me bring it up. You know what? We're going to fix it live. We're going to update it here because I don't want you guys to get confused. I should have fixed it before I came on here. Let's go to products. Let's go to Advanced Brightening Lightening Serum. I mean, I'm not going to be able to, here, I'm going to put, here, we're going to do this. I'm going to put new formula. New, stronger, or stronger? I don't know if that's the right word. New, give me a word, guys. New what? I don't want stronger because that can freak people out. New, more potent? Ocean and Moons. I don't think they're doing shows together anymore. Well, I think they are temporarily, but I think they're going their separate ways eventually. I really don't know the story, so I don't want to spread misinformation. So whatever. I have no clue. All right. Advanced Brightening Lightening Serum. What do I put? New, like new formula? New formula? Will help. And then in the sentence, I'll put we updated some of the ingredients in this formula to make it more potent. See, more potent. I agree with that. New formulation. That's exactly what I put. I put new formula or new formulation. Yeah, that's true. New formulation. A formulation. I put we updated some of the ingredients in this formula to make it more potent. Just as gentle. Shit, Julie, spell right. Gentle. I'm not on my normal keyboard. Just as gentle as the original. Period. Increased active. This is what I have. We updated the ingredients in this formula to make it more potent. What did she say? With increased actives. Make it more potent with increased active ingredients. Just as gentle as the original. And then I have to go down and fix. Sorry, I probably shouldn't be doing this online, but we got to do this. Crap. I don't remember. I changed one of the ingredients and I forget the name. Give me a second. I have to update the product list or the ingredient list. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. I should have done this before I went live, but I was a little busy. Sorry. It's not like I sit down all day and do nothing. What is the one I updated? I don't even remember the name of it. So Resourcinol. But I updated it to a new Resourcinol. Oh yeah, here. So I updated it to this one. So get rid of hexyl resorcinol. Yeah, no. I updated it to capitalize. PHENYLETHYL resorcinol. RESORCINOL. Yes. Then let me make sure everything else is in the proper. Okay, and then later on, I'll come down and fix this. So I'm not going to take time to do that now. I just have to make sure the ingredients are in the right order. Yeah, we're good. Oh my God. Somebody messaged me. I was literally on a bike ride the other day and I see all of anytime somebody messages, it doesn't matter who answers it. I see the messages that come through. Somebody sent a message for the pumpkin enzyme mask, which is another one, really good one for hyperpigmentation. But I don't talk about that one that much either. I don't know why, but whatever. Anyway, she's like, I'm using your pumpkin enzyme mask. And I just want to let you know that in the directions, it said wear SPF, but we spelled wear WHERE. I'm like, okay, thank you. Felt this big. I'm like, how embarrassing, Julie. Like, get your shit together. Oh, I can't. Anyway, okay. So if you go to the Advanced Brightening Lightening Serum, it says new formulation and it is like updated, but I have to do a little bit more work on it later. But whatever. For now, it's good enough. Yes. New generation. Yeah. I'm going to look at all of these later and I will go back and fix it. But for now, whatever. It's fine. I lost my laser thing. Crud. Where did it go? I lost everything about lasers. Hang on. Where did my laser thing go? Uh-oh. I don't know where I put it. Hang on, guys. Give me a second. I want to talk to you guys about lasers, but I lost my notes. This is a crap show. Give me a minute. Oh, here we go. I found it. Lasers. Okay, here we go. Lasers. People always talk about dead air. So I am like so aware of dead air. And I don't mean to have dead air, but it is what it is. Sorry. Okay. Anyway. All right. I figured that out. We can talk about lasers. Let me just finish the chat. Beth said, I use every face product. Love it. New and improved ones. Oh, I appreciate that. Beth, did you try the new I feel like you and your sister ordered it. The new toner. Do you like it? I know I'm taking a huge gamble asking these questions on a YouTube live, but I'm a gambler. I'm curious. Or have you even received it yet? I don't remember when it shipped. Nanny Goat, you're so cute. And you deserve nothing but happiness and don't ever settle for less. You know what I'm talking about. Please say Jizo Pete. Jizo Pete. I know you were talking about when I was doing the. Hi, Emma Richard. How are you? Nanny Goat, I'm making yard sale signs right now for our yard sale tomorrow. I just spelled sale. I can't multitask right now. Well, I mean, at least you didn't put on a label that went out to God knows how many people wear, spelled WHERE, wear your SPF. I mean, it could be worse, Nanny Goat. Trust me. Heather said, I love the new toner. Thank you, Heather. Do you like it, Beth? She likes it. I don't read much into that. Give me more. You can be honest. You can be like, it's okay. Or, oh, no, I don't like it at all. Give me the truth. I can take it. Nanny Goat said, ooh, Heather, I love the toner too. Nanny Goat, you have the toner too? How do I not know all these people have the toner? Nanny Goat said, Julie, you make me happy cry. Oh, don't cry. It's okay. Don't cry. No tears. Beth said my sister is not using all her oh wait, it just went away. It keeps going up. Hang on a second. I don't know why this is so little on me. I literally can't even see my chat. Give me 1 second. What's going on here? Oh, what the heck? I just made it worse. My little chat box is like so little. I can't see anything right now. Like, what is going on here? I've never seen this happen. Oh, geez. No, Julie's too big. No. Julie does not need to be that big. All right, whatever. We're just going to make this work. All right. Something's very wrong tonight, but that's okay. Hi, some girl online. How are you? I had a chat up there. I don't even, okay, happy. Okay, here, Beth. My sister is not using all her products. She gave me some of hers. Win for me. Beth, I honestly, for your sister's skin, I think that's the best thing she could have done. Truly. You and I have talked. Her skin, yeah, she does not need all those actives on her skin. Truly. So yeah, definite win for you. I've told you once, I've told you twice, I've told you 3 times. Yeah, she needs like dermatology, med spa. She needs to get on a regimen. And then if she wants to come back and like ask me to make something for her, I am more than happy to help her. But I didn't know how to help her. Yeah, it made me feel very bad. So yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you guys have heard me. And again, I'm not going to get into her sister's issues. It doesn't matter. But she just had never used a lot of actives. So without knowing, she got thrown, because Beth is so thoughtful, she got thrown a lot of actives at once, which kind of flared her skin up, which is true with anybody. If you haven't used a lot of actives, I'm talking retinol, vitamin C's, copper, epidermal growth factors. If you haven't used, or even now the new toner with the acids in it, if you haven't used those in the past, you can't just go say, oh, all of this looks fun and let's throw it all on our skin on one night. You just can't do that. Your skin's like, whoa, like, what are you doing to me? You have to gently, which we could figure out together. If you message me, we could talk about this, but you have to like you have to wean your skin into this. So we kind of made Beth's sister's skin a little bit angry, which I don't know, Beth. I think it calmed down a little bit, right? But maybe not. I don't know. Yeah. So then I think I sent her like an oil and told her just to do ceramide serum and oils and try to get her skin calmed down. Yeah, that was a complex one. I feel bad. I wish I could have helped. Makes me feel bad. Heather said, Nanny Goat. Heather said, Aunt Nanny Goat, I need a group chat immediately with you and Jules. Nanny Goat, can Heather come in on our group? I don't know. We'll see. Just joking. Nanny Goat and I are more a phone call. I think we talk on the phone more than text, to be perfectly honest. We're not much of a texter. Heather said she shocked her skin from virtually, she was a virgin. Yeah, it happens. Beth said the products are helping her. What is she using, Beth? What is helping her? Probably what? Like the essence? The ceramide? I'm actually curious. What is helping her? Beth said she's just lazy about being committed to a regimen. And that's fine. A lot of people are. I mean, whatever. Yeah, it is what it is. It's calmed down, Beth. Good. Trust me, Beth has a routine. Beth's got a routine. I know, Beth, but it's like usually I can get people's skin to calm down, or I get a lot of phone calls about daughters who have like acne. My own son had acne. And usually it takes time, but I can get it like under control, you know, or I can be like, no, we need to, you need to go to a dermatologist or you need to go to a med spa. Hang on, my son is messaging me. So yeah, it makes me feel bad. And again, I can't help everybody. It just makes me feel bad. Actually, somebody asked me the other day, they're like, what even made you get into skincare? Because I was in medical transcription. I've always been in the medical field. So clearly I enjoy helping people and I love science. Like that's what my degree was in, was like science. Um, they're like, what even made you get into skincare? And I'm like, you know what? I had acne as a child and it affected my confidence so much. I was always like, in the back of my head, I wish I could help because my acne luckily went away, but it took a while. I had acne till I was like in my 20s. And I'm thinking like in my 20s, again, I already had a medical transcription business. I was fine, but in the back of my head, I would always see people with acne and it was always like, God, and I saw what it did to their confidence. And I'm thinking one day I would love to figure out a way to help those people with acne. So I just kind of tucked it in the back of my brain. Little did I know that one day I would be in the position I'm in. So I put a lot of thought into helping people in their skin. Truly. You know, people say, you know, you could charge more for your skincare and you could do this and that. And it's like, yeah. But honestly, I just want to help people and I want to make skincare affordable to, again, not everybody can afford it. I understand that. But to most people, it's not $100 an ounce, guys. Let's be real. That's all I'm saying. Beth is very committed to her skin. I get it. Annie Goat said you will hear all about it, Heather. And not from me. I'm a vault. Anytime anybody tells me anything, I say nothing. I got nothing here. I meant Beth's sister, not her for the routine. Sorry, I wasn't clear. Oh, I didn't even read your message, Shirley. Oh, Beth, it's hard to get. Oh, no, Shirley. I didn't even see your comment. No, I wasn't talking about you. I was reading Beth's thing. Beth said that she's very, hang on, Beth said something. She's very committed to I'm very committed to my skin. Yeah, I wasn't talking about you, Shirley. No. That's what it gets lost in translation in the chat, and I can't stand it. I just wish I could have everybody up here and we could all talk together. You guys, there is something very wrong with my screen tonight, and I don't know what's wrong. All right, let's talk about lasers real fast since we've been here forever. Annie Coat, thank you, Julie, for sharing all your talents and knowledge with us. I don't know that much, guys. There's people that know a lot more than me, but you're welcome. Thank you. Heather, you make the best products with the most wonderful prices for us, Julie. Heather, is your screen acting weird tonight too? Like mine, it's like, which is fine. I don't want to see my face. I can't stand looking at myself, which is if I look here, I'm looking at myself. My picture of me is like literally like this big tonight, which usually it's bigger. And then my chat is like huge. Like something got very screwed up tonight. Whatever. It is what it is. We'll fix it. Whatever. Who cares? All right, let's go back to this. Let me bring this here. And let's bring this here. Oh, now I lost StreamYard. Oh, ruh-roh. Now I can't see the chat at all. Hang on, guys. I feel like Nurse Kim. Oh, there we are. We're back. Kristen left upset, but I hadn't seen her comments. Kristen's upset? For heaven's sake. Now I need to message Kristen. Kristen, what is the problem? Why are we upset? I'm going to message her, Heather. Is that okay? Give me a yes, Heather. Upset at me? What did I do? Okay, let me ask her. Heather said you left upset at me. What the hell did I do this time? You said you, can I say you said it? I mean, it's in the chat now. It's really no secret. Heather said you left upset at me. What did I do now? Or I shouldn't say now. That sounds weird. Oh God, I'm getting a phone call. Hello? Okay. Okay. Oh, she's upset at what? Yeah, a little bit. Hang on, let me put you on speaker. I hate when people feel left out. Hang on. Go ahead.
Love you. Okay. So what happened was Kristen had said, I feel like I'm talking to myself, so I'm going to peace out. And when I saw that, I said, hold on, give me a second. What happened? Let me scroll up. So I was scrolling up, and it looks like she tried to say hi to Nanny Goat a couple times, and then said Nanny was her favorite. And so she is not upset with you.
I misread it. I'm sorry. I'm really bad at misreading text. My bad.
Like, oh shoot, do not send her a text that says Heather said you said I was that. Oh, I don't even know. Anyway.
Okay, so let me delete that. I'm just gonna be like, Kristen, why are you upset?
Yes, because I wasn't seeing her comments. But my chat's been wild all night. Like, I've had to leave the stream and come back multiple times.
No worries. All right, we will deal with this later. I just want to make sure Kristen's okay.
Okay, kisses to everybody.
Okay, bye. Love you, bye. Okay. Sorry, I misread that. I have a bad habit of misreading text. Okay, so let's talk about lasers. So if you guys go to a med spa or a derm's office, if you have melasma, now if you don't have melasma, you're pretty open to getting almost any laser, in my opinion. Obviously, I'm not an esthetician. Talk to your esthetician. But if you have melasma, and I can speak of this from my own experience. Now, I did Morpheus, and actually people are shocked that I did Morpheus because I guess Morpheus is not one you should do if you have melasma. I mean, I did fine with it, so whatever. So if you, and again, talk to your med spa person, your esthetician, whatever. But if you go to a med spa and you say, I have melasma, this is what you want to be aware of. So let me give you some names. Melasma is picky about lasers, which is true. The wrong laser can actually make your melasma worse. And I told you guys this story in San Antonio, probably 15 years ago, after I had Tyler, my melasma flared up so badly. I went to a med spa in San Antonio. And at that point, I didn't know anything about fractional lasers, non-fractional, like it was all foreign to me. I had no clue about anything. And I did a fractional laser. And for those of you that don't know, that heats the surface of your skin. And you are left with like little waffle marks all over your face, and you have like a 7-day downtime. My melasma was worse when I did that laser than when I started. So I actually spent, God knows, I don't remember, but I'm sure it wasn't cheap. I spent however much on that laser, and my skin was worse than when I started. So just make sure first, make sure you're going to a reputable place if you do a laser, and make sure like do your own, like know what you're talking about, I guess is what I'm saying. Just don't trust. make sure you know what you're talking about. And don't push, like, don't feel embarrassed to push back. If they say, if you go in there with melasma and they say, oh, I think you should do a fractional laser, be like, I thought that's what heated my surface and it could flare my melasma. And if they say, no, it can't, there's your door, get out. Like, make sure you are going to a reputable place, you guys, and do not be embarrassed to leave. First, you're probably going to have a consult first anyway. So it's not like you're going to do it the same day, but you never know. Don't be embarrassed to leave. This is your skin. So don't be embarrassed. So when you go to a med spa, the gentle melasma friendly ones that you want to ask about, these are what you want to ask about. They're called the letter Q, switched laser, or a picosecond laser. These are low heat lasers, and they break up the pigment without cooking your skin. So when I say cooking your skin, you don't want to heat up that top layer of your skin. That's what's going to flare your melasma. That's what I did. You don't want to do that. Don't do what I did. All right. So Q switched, think of Q-tip, but Q switched, or picosecond laser. Those are what you want to look at when you're talking about melasma with lasers. You can also ask about gentle non-ablative fractional lasers, not fractional lasers, non-ablative fractional lasers. Non-ablative means it doesn't wound the surface of your skin. And the magic word in all of this is low energy spread out over a few light sessions. So you have to be careful. Again, you have to go to somebody you guys trust. Just don't go to anybody. Don't be like, ooh, Groupon is doing a awesome special. I'm going to go to this place because it's cheap. It's your skin, you guys. Just be careful. Little bonus worth knowing, these lasers don't all do the same thing. A Q switched is mostly a pigment tool. So Q switch will mostly help your hyperpigmentation. It's mainly a pigment laser. That's what it does. Its whole focus is breaking up the dark spots. So that picture I showed you guys a little while ago, the darkness she had on her, I'm assuming that was her cheek. It looked like a cheek. The darkness that she had on her cheek, or back on X, that pictures I have of my cheek, that would, again, this was before those lasers were even available for me. I don't even know these were available back then. So a Q switch laser breaks up that on your that discoloration. So Q switched. That's what you want to look for. It clears pigment. Oh wait, hang on, I lost my spot. Okay, yeah. Q switch is mostly a pigment tool. Its whole focus is breaking up the dark spots. But picosecond, especially the kind with tiny fractional lens, does something extra. While it clears pigment, it also nudges your skin to build new collagen. So if you guys feel like your skin is starting to lose that laxity, you're starting to look a little bit sunken in, and the collagen isn't doing what it used to do, then look at a picosecond. That can help your hyperpigmentation and your collagen. So you're getting like 2 for 1. It can help with smoother texture, tighter looking pores, softer fine lines on top of the brightening. So the flip side, if someone leads with IPL or an aggressive resurfacing laser for your melasma, that's your cue to pause and ask more questions. Just be careful. Let's get into price. Again, this is not one. This is not one and done. You're going to need a series of these lasers. So be ready to drop a little bit of money if you choose to go this route. If you don't choose to go this route, another route that you could talk to your esthetician about is chemical peels. I couldn't think of the word. Chemical peels, like a TCA, a chemical peel. Don't do it at home. Don't do it at home. They're literally probably like, I don't know, a few $100. You're going to spend $250 to do it yourself at home. Spend the $400, go to a med spa and get the right peel for your skin. So that's a cheaper way to break up that hyperpigmentation. Is laser better? Maybe, yeah, probably. But the peels are another way to do it. So that's another thought. Just think about that one too. As far as lasers, they can range anywhere from 500 to 1,000 a session. And sometimes you need 3 or 4. So it's an investment, guys. Another thing to think of is we talked about it last Sunday? That tranexamic acid peel. Julie, that's not what we were talking about. The tranexamic acid pill, that prescription from Muesli, that's another thing to think about. Again, there's a lot of side effects with that. If you have stroke or blood clot history, whatever, you would absolutely have to talk to your doctor about that one. But tranexamic acid pill is another one if you and your doctor feel that is the right route for you. That's another way to break up hyperpigmentation, particularly melasma. Another way to talk about it. Okay. What else is there? Again, SPF. You have to wear SPF or none of this even matters. You have to wear SPF. If you don't wear SPF with melasma or any hyperpigmentation, whatever, you already know that. I don't need to get on my soapbox. Oh, and then my last note was talking about the triple acid brightening toner, which we already talked about. We're layering them, starting with the triple acid brightening serum. Starting with the triple acid brightening toner, doing the advanced lightning brightening serum, and then finishing with either the CE Frulic or the vitamin C tranexamic acid serum, and also the hydrating water gel that also helps with lightening. So if you stack those one on top of the other, I'm talking for not melasma, little melasma, not bad melasma, little melasma, or just hyperpigmentation in general. Outdoor, the sunspots, the age spots, stacking all of these products on top of one or the other, it can help fade that over time. You're talking probably 3 to 6 months before you're going to see an improvement. So that's another way you can, if your hyperpigmentation isn't bad. So that's what I got. Let me bring this back over here. No, I have to go back up. Hang on one second. Yeah, I definitely don't want Kristen upset. I mean, I don't even know what was going on. My chat isn't, not my chat. I don't mean that. My chat bar is bugging me so much tonight. I can literally only see 2 chats at a time. It's so annoying. Usually it does. Actually, is it because my screen's too big? Hang on, let me look at something. Oh, maybe that's what the problem is. Oh, haha. I had my screen blown up to like 150. That's why. Okay, we're back. I don't think she responded. I mean, I'm not trying to make a big deal out of anything, but okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up, guys. I have no clue where I am in this chat. Okay, that was the Shirley. Shirley, no, if she said she can't, I cannot see her comments. There's a way to fix that. Hang on. If any of you ever, and again, who do you know? Like, how do you know if you can't see what you don't know who you can or can't see, right? Because you don't know they're in the chat. But there's a way to check that, Shirley. Hang on. YouTube live. Check. How would I word that? Check who is blocked in the chat. There's a way to do this, Shirley. Hang on, I'll tell you how to do it. I literally just helped somebody do this the other day. To check who is blocked, or hidden from your from your YouTube live chat. You can view your personal Google block list or check the hidden user settings in YouTube Studio. No, not me. No, not me. My people in the chat, not me. I'm going to help you, Shirley. Hang on. If you are a viewer trying to see who the streamer or moderator blocked, no, you're not understanding. Does somebody know how to explain this to Google? Okay. There's a way to figure this out. Was that Shirley that asked me that? Shirley, I'm going to message you later and we'll figure it out. There's a way you can go into your settings. I wish I could help you right now. I know there's a way you can go in. I don't know. I'm going to have to look at that and help you later. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to help you later. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to upset anybody either. Oh, that's what you guys also said. I can't do that on mine. The whole top messages or all messages, but people that are watching, they can do it. I can't do that. I think I see them all. Unless I block somebody, which I've never blocked anybody in my life. Okay. Nanny Goat, is there any way I can get a hold of Kristen? I feel like crying. I feel so distracted. I didn't see her comment. I feel really sad. Nanny Goat, I will message her for you right now. I mean, I can't give you her number because that's not nice, but I will message her. I will message her for you. I'm putting Nanny Goat feels terrible if you were saying hi. Tell me if I'm wrong. Nanny Goat, text me if you don't want me to send this. Nanny Goat feels terrible if you were saying hi and she missed it. Missed it. What did you say? I didn't see her comment. She said she didn't see your comment. Okay. Nanny Goat feels terrible if you were saying hi and she missed it. She didn't see your comment. Okay, you want me to send it, Nanny Goat? Okay. She feels sad and like crying. Okay. Look at us just helping everybody here. We help skin, we help friendships. I mean, come on, guys. I'm joking. Wait. Shirley, what? Okay. Shirley, I will message you after this live. I gotcha. Okay. I have them on not sure what I did, except I don't know her except from YouTube channels. Yeah, there's no reason for all of this. We can all be, it's all good. We all know I don't do drama, guys, like truly. And I'm not saying you're doing drama. I'm not saying anybody's doing drama. I'm just saying, like, we just all need to get along. It's okay. I'm not saying Shirley or Nanny Goat or Kristen. I'm not saying any of you. I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know. I just want to talk about skin. I'm just joking. Let's just laugh. Beth said melasma is different from an H spot. It is. Melasma is usually brought on from hormones, pregnancy, and then it's made worse from heat. It doesn't matter if it's sun heat, red light heat, like any kind of heat can flare melasma. age spots are a little bit easier to get under control with skin serums. Again, of course, lasers, but if you don't want to do the laser route, age spots are just easier to get under control. All right, I just got a text saying that Moons kicked out Oceans from the channel. Is it a full moon? Wow. I'll get the deets. Give me a second. Okay. Nanny goat. All right. I saw a message about hydroquinone. Nanny goat said you look sexy in glasses. Nanny goat. I'm not that kind of girl. But thank you. Just joking. Thank you. I can see better in glasses. I know that. I just don't like the glare. Like I have a ring light there. And then this right here that you're seeing, this right here, this is my computer screen. And I just feel like it's distracting. But Heather said that pill, that's not a dog for me. Yeah. And Heather, that pill might not be for a lot of people. That's why you got to talk to your doctor about it. And I am not telling anybody to go take it. I'm just saying that if you don't want to do lasers and if serums aren't working, that could be an option for you. Again, there's risks with it. You gotta weigh those risks. That's not my choice. Coco said tranexamic acid is used in medical field to help prevent hemorrhage. That's true. Be careful with it if you use Oricon. Absolutely. Coco, I don't know if you were here last Sunday, but I did like a whole show on it about strokes and blood clots. And like we literally went through every contraindication that you could, like, again, we talked about the hemorrhaging, how it even became used for skincare. Yeah, we talked about all of it last Sunday, but I appreciate that. Yes, that is very true. Thank you, Heather. Yeah, I had it blow my screen blown up to 150. It was too big. That's what she said. I love topical tranexamic acid though. Yeah, it's funny. I was watching, I think it was Toddy, she has a YouTube channel. She's fairly versed. I mean, she's even had her own line. Oops, I almost muted myself. she's had her own line with supplements. So she's fairly well versed with like ingredients. And she didn't know, this was just like last year. She didn't know what tranexamic acid was. And I'm like, what? Okay. I get when so like maybe some people don't know what it is, but she's literally like, she's made supplements. How do you not know what tranexamic acid is? And she's like huge in the skincare. So I'm like, okay. My thoughts on hydroquinone. Shirley, I was on hydroquinone years ago. My thoughts on hydroquinone. For my melasma to go away, I had to be on like a 6 to 8% percentage of hydroquinone, which is it's high. It's prescription strength. I don't remember if it's 2. I think it's 2, or is it 4? I forget. It's 2 or 4%. Is under the prescription, meaning you can get it over the counter. I think it's 2%, but don't mark my words on that. I don't remember. So you can get hydroquinone over the counter in like, I'm just going to say it's 2%, in 2%. But anything above that, it's prescription grade. So you have to go to your doctor and you have to say, hey, I want hydroquinone. And if he agrees that you need it, he will then send a prescription over to a compound pharmacy and they will mix hydroquinone at, 4, 6, 8% into a cream. And I did that. I think mine was at 6%. Did it help my melasma? Yes. But you can only be on hydroquinone. And I do not remember all of this, you guys, because I really have no reason to like store this in my brain. But I remember you can only be on a prescription strength hydroquinone for so long, like a few months. And then when you stop it, the hope is your melasma or your discoloration doesn't come back. For me, that wasn't the case. So there was two things that I remember when I was doing the compounded 6% hydroquinone, or was it 8%? I think it was 6%. 6 or 8. I don't remember. Whatever. We'll say 6%. It was first, the pharmacy clearly had no clue what they were doing, because when I got the compounded cream, it was like gritty. Like they didn't know how to dissolve the hydroquinone. Hydroquinone is a powder. I have hydroquinone at the lab. Will I ever put it in a like a formula? Of course not. Have I used it on myself? Yeah. But you have to know how to dissolve that, or it stays very gritty in a formula. And wherever I bought it from, oh my God, you guys, it was so gritty. It was like putting sandpaper on my skin. So that's one thing I remember. They clearly didn't know how to dissolve it, but whatever. Anyway, so another thing is you can only use it, like I said, for so long. And then the hope is that your melasma, your hyperpigmentation, whatever, doesn't come back. But mine came back. And you can only be on it for so long. And I forget what the reason is. Let me read what is the reason? Oh, Ocean of Moons. Okay, so Moons kicked out Oceans from the channel. Moons, she's live saying they are done streaming together. Okay, so that's the end of that. Okay, anyway. Okay, so hydroquinone, topical. Why can't you stay on it long term? I don't remember. It's been so long since I used hydroquinone. Topical hydroquinone cannot be used long term, primarily due to the risk of exogenous. Oh, okay. So skin irritation and rebound hyperpigmentation. Okay, there you go. Most treatments are limited to a short cycle of 3 to 4 months. Okay, so rebound hyperpigmentation is continuous or abruptly stopped usage after a long period can cause pigment cells to overreact, making dark spots return. Okay, there you go. That's why. So the one of the things you have to be aware of is when you use hyperpigmentation, when you use hydroquinone at like that 4, 6, 8%, when you stop it, the fear, and that some people have had happen, is your hyperpigmentation comes back even darker than when you started. So that's one reason. Plus, there was a whole list of other reactions that you can have. So I don't know. It's like one of those things. Like, do you want to take tranexamic acid pills? It's a risk, right? So you got to talk about it with your doctor. Same thing with the hydroquinone. You have to talk about it with your doctor. You have to know all the risks. And sometimes just doing an over-the-counter hyperpigmentation serum with the tranexamic acid, the alpha-arbutin, the hexoresorcinols, like all of those, niacinamide, it's just a little bit safer. That's all. So, long-winded story, but that's my thoughts on it. Nanny Goat, Julie, what face SPF do you recommend? Nanny Goat, I use 3 different ones, like routinely. CeraVe, it's a tinted SPF 30. I get it at Amazon. It's like $12. I always look for mineral sunscreens. I do not use chemical sunscreens. Mineral, I mean it's titanium dioxide and iron oxide. Is that right? Why do I always get iron oxide screwed up? Is it iron oxide? Why do I always get that screwed up, you guys? Julie, get your shit together. mineral sunscreen, titanium and what? I just don't want to tell you the wrong thing. I always say it wrong. Zinc oxide. I always say iron. It's not true. It's zinc, Julie. Zinc oxide. So mineral sunscreen is titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. The chemical is like 4 really long words. Don't even know what they are. Don't work with them. Don't know. Doesn't matter. I might break out from them. So I use either the CeraVe tinted SPF mineral. What else do I use, you guys? I've used Color Science, which is also a tinted one. It goes on white, but then it turns like a tinted color. I use Ciele, Ciele. You get it at Sephora. It's in a dropper bottle. I use that one. Those are the 3 main ones. And I've also used, there's another one from Sephora, but I can't think of the name right now. But anyway, those are the 3 main ones I use. But again, mineral, not chemical. Nanny goat. However, my yard sale signs have eyelashes. I love that. That's adorable. I want to see the signs. Nanny goat. Shirley, same girl, same. It's so calm. Yeah, we don't need drama. Whatever. Coco said, we all misinterpret things sometimes. I think it will all be good. So much love in this show. Yeah. Again, I mean, this is where I just need to zip it. Whatever. Everyone's important. Absolutely. Seriously, it would be the same without any one of you. It wouldn't be the same without any one. See how I misread chats? I do that all the time. Maybe I have dyslexia. Seriously, it wouldn't be the same without any one of you. Everyone here is amazing and adds to the fun conversation and our community. I agree. All sunshine. Beth and Shirley, where you live. Prescription is what I asked about, and I think maybe 6 months was limit. Yeah, I don't even know if it's 6 months, Shirley. I think it's more like 3 or 4. I think it's more like 3 or 4. So, like, did the hydroquinone help me? Yeah, my melasma went away with it, but it came right back after a month after stopping it. That's why it's like, whatever. That's why I just went to a laser. It's like, whatever. Because my melasma was pretty bad. Shirley is in Indiana. Beth is in New Hampshire, but just recently, Massachusetts before that. So yeah, I really do think I'm going to come there in October. I think I'm going to book my ticket next week. Heather said, I've been so happy to make so many new friends at this stage of my life. I don't say this lightly, but you girls are my faves. Everyone is so nice here. That's true. I agree with that. Nanny, you have to be a nurse to inject Botox. Yeah, that is true. Yeah. Don't just go to anybody to inject Botox either. That's a whole other thing. Don't even get me going on that. I don't think that Julie has injected other people. Oh my God, never, ever, ever. I don't think Julie has injected other people. I know she has gotten it done, but stopped months ago. Yes, I would never, I wouldn't even know where to inject people. I have absolutely no clue. I would never, ever, 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 never. Nope. I think you have to be an RN to inject. Am I wrong, guys? I think you have to be. I'm pretty sure you have to be an RN to inject. I know Karen Goldberg, she said she used to, did she work at, or which is from Harbor Lounge? She used to, did she own or work at a med spa? And she has Botox in her fridge, but in her refrigerator at home in wherever she lives, Maine, whatever. But I don't think she even injected. I think you have to be an RN. But I do think every state is different. Again, it goes back to don't go to Groupon, and I'm just using that as an example, and like be like, oh, this is really cheap Botox for $8. And when I say Botox, that's like the umbrella. There's Dysport, there's Zeman, there's even there's a few new ones out now. I can't think of the name right now. There's like a lot of neurotoxins that fall under that umbrella of Botox. There's the neurotoxin. Botox is just one of them. So don't just go to anybody, guys. I mean, we could literally do a show on like mishaps that happen with people that do Botox or filler, and they just go to anybody. I've seen people inject I don't want to say it. My dog just slid. I could hear it. Hang on a second. What's the matter, baby? They can come in. Are you sure? Okay, they're fine. I forget what they were injecting. Was it silicone? I think it was silicone. And I mean, duh, that hardens you guys. There's so many horror stories out there. So many horror stories. And then if you inject it in the wrong spot, you get like abscesses, you get infections, you can get it into an artery. You guys, it can be bad. Just don't go to anybody. If you want to do it, no judgment here, but just go to a reputable place. Wait, Nanny, go. She wants to try what? What are we talking about? You want to try Botox? She owned a med spa, Heather said. Oh, I didn't. Okay, she owned it. That's awesome. She does not inject people. There you go. Yeah, I didn't think she injected people. No, don't. It's bad news, guys. Has anybody ever heard of Giggly Squad? I have not. I've never heard of Giggly Squad. Nanny wants to try Botox. Nanny, well, then ask people in Massachusetts where there's a reputable place, unless you want to do it before you go. Then I understand that too. But make sure you do research if you want to do it in your hometown. But if not, I'll go with you in Massachusetts. We can make a day out of it. It's not even a day. It'll literally take 20 minutes. Let's do it when we go to Massachusetts. Ask somebody reputable where to go. I don't know what Giggly Squad is. Coco said my eyebrow dropped the one time I had Botox. Coco, if that ever, you can get that fixed, right? They can go and inject in a different muscle area and it can perk it back up. So just so you know, almost any time you get Botox, and if you have a mishap, almost, I'm not saying this is every time, but depending on the situation that like went bad, there is a way to undo it. And the reason I'm saying this is I have been a guinea pig for Botox more than once. So I go and I just let people practice on me because I'm like, whatever, I don't care. So one time, like one eye was down here and one was up here. I mean, I looked like Mr. Potato Head when you put the eyes in the wrong spot. That was me. Okay. I was like, whatever, it is what it is. But then I'm like, geez, like I can't look like this for 3 months. This was like 10 years ago. This was a long time ago. And I'm like, but dude, like I can't look like this for 3 months because Botox on me lasts like a long time. Like it might even last like 5-6 months. So I'm like, I cannot walk around like Mr. Potato Head for 6 months. So I went to a different place that knew what they were doing and they fixed me. So my eyebrows were then normal. I was no longer Mr. Potato Head. Just to let you know. You can almost always get it fixed. Almost always. Just to let you know that. So Giggly Squad is a YouTube podcast that has 2 30-ish girls that were on a Bravo show called Summer House. Both girls have had Botox mishaps in New York City. Oh, I would love that. So now I have two things to watch. I have the gay one to watch at the beginning that you guys told me about, and now this one. Queer guy, that one, and now I have this one to watch. Plus, I'm watching The Valley, which was a knockoff of it's on Peacock. The one with Lisa Vanderpump, the restaurant one, Vanderpump Rules. Remember Jax? He went and did The Valley, but Jax is no longer on it because he was kind of a So now there's a knockoff. They're on their third season. It's called The Valley. That's what I'm watching right now. And you go, you want to do that when we go to Massachusetts, or do you want it done before? That's your choice. I'll totally go with you. Yeah, that's bad news. But I mean, I've had crooked eyes before. I can't. It is what it is. Coco said Dr. Rajani just reported a recent case of someone dying getting filler injected because it was injected into her venous system. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It can be injected into the wrong place and bad things can happen. Infections, abscesses, death. Yeah, it's no joke. That's why you have to go to reputable places, guys. You have to. I only asked because Hannah and Paige have both had bad reactions to their Botox. Hannah currently cannot smile because she got masseter Botox because of TMJ and headaches. Her face is so messed up. So masseter Botox, guys, is when they come down here. This is your masseter down here. This is your masseter. And they do Botox here. And what that's supposed to do is like give you that chiseled jaw line look. So it pops this all out here. It takes a lot of Botox to do that, like a lot. I don't remember the exact amount. I've never had it, but I think it's like 50 units, which is a lot of Botox. 50 units on each side. Am I wrong in saying that? I don't think I am. I think it's like 50 and 50. So that's a biggie. Eeks. No. And then do you guys remember when they were doing those gosh, what were they? They would make a little incision and they would put sticks of like collagen down there and then they would pull it up. And then but it was expensive and it would only last like 6 or 8 months. I forget what that was called. I'm like, no, you guys, I can't. What about just aging gracefully? Again, I am not like anti-Sculptra, anti-Botox. I'm really not anti anything. But I just think you have to be careful. I just think you have to be careful. I support whatever anybody does. Wait, what? Hang on. Nanny Go wants to do it in May. Okay, we can do that. We have to get a reputable name though. And you would probably have to make it now because we're literally going in what? Well, I guess we have a couple months. But yeah, I would definitely get a book soon. Botox lasts like 3 to 4 months, but I mean, some people it can last like 5, 6 months. Like mine lasts a while. I haven't had Botox since December and mine's still activated. January, February, March, April, May, June. I mean, it's like running out now. When I smile, I can see my crow's feet. My forehead's starting to move now. But I mean, for me, but what changes is it's a protein. So the more you exercise, the quicker it breaks down. So if somebody is like hardcore exercising, bike riding, playing tennis, doing exercises, running, all of this, it's going to break down your Botox quicker. So I guess that shows that I haven't been doing much the last 6 months, but I've gotten active lately. I have. But anyway, so yeah, if you're more active, your Botox breaks down a lot quicker. But everybody's different. Oh, I'll totally watch Queer Eye. I love that. So Nanny Goat wants Botox in her forehead. Yeah, that's probably like 25 units, Nanny Goat. And I don't know, depending on what form you get, like there's Xeomin, there's Dysport, there's whatever. I don't even remember all the names. It usually kicks in like 4 to 7 days. You will almost start feeling like a little bit numb, and then it'll like kick in. Beth said, will cost, I would say 300 to 400. I have a lady. There you go. Yes, I totally would trust a nurse practitioner. There you go. Found your person. Then you go, I'll message you and or I'll call you, whatever, and we'll figure out flying in. And if we're gonna leave Sunday or Monday. I mean, I really wanted to leave Sunday, but whatever, we'll figure it out. There you go. Beth said it's called Goddess Aesthetics in Dracut. I need to save for surgery because Botox sounds expensive if you need it every 3 to 4 months. Surely, I mean, I don't get it every 3 to 4 months. I don't. And again, you don't need to get that many units either. Like, even when I did get Botox, I mean, I think my Botox, I started getting a little out of hand with it. And I started, honestly, looking back at my lives, like back in January, February, March, like I don't recognize myself. I was so over Botoxed. I don't mean over Botox. I mean too much Botox, like over Botoxed. I looked almost like mean. I like my face better now. I like it better with nothing. So again, I believe like less is more. I still want some movement. But everybody's different. You can do whatever you want. But yeah, I was totally getting too much. But yeah, I mean, the amount, if you just want your forehead, I don't know how much it is in Massachusetts. I mean, that's another thing, Nanny. Go check in where you live. It might be cheaper. That's something else to think about. I don't know the prices in Massachusetts. Like Botox again, it depends on which one you're getting. But usually it runs between like 10 and at least in Texas, it's like $10 to $12 a unit. And sometimes you need like 50 to 60 units. So yeah, I would say $500 every 5-6 months. At least for me, that's what it was. It's different in every city though. Nanny goat, I'm talking lower face neck lift. I have a feeling I'm going to need a neck lift at some point. My grandma and my mom, their necks were like down to here. It was like, bloop, 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 bloop. Yeah, it's bad news. There's Kybella too, but I've heard mixed reviews with Kybella. You can shoot Kybella up into your neck and it tightens all that up. Heather said, I love your face to move, Julie. Yeah, I have glasses on, but I like my eyebrows being able to move and stuff. Yeah. And when I first started YouTube, like my lips I did a lip flip. So my lips were all jacked up. Like now I can move my lip. Like you can see, I have lip lines. See? I have lip lines. When you do Botox, like all of that gets frozen. But then you also don't have any lip movement. So you talk kind of like this. See, you can tell my lips are crooked. So, but when you have Botox, you don't have the movement. So I'm glad it's gone. I don't have any Botox in my lips anymore. If I ever, and I definitely don't feel like I would ever want one right now, but like when I'm like in my 60s, if I ever wanted a facelift, I would totally go. As of right now, I'm sure there's other people that are awesome. But that guy in San Diego, we've talked about him before. I can't think of his name, but he does a vertical facelift. He does such a good job. And it looks so natural. It just kind of turns you back like 15 years. Nothing crazy. So if you're like 60, it turns you back to like maybe like late 40s. But it doesn't turn you back to like 30. You know what I mean? I don't want anything crazy, but I don't know, guys. I just think I just want to age naturally. I don't think I would ever get a facelift, but I don't judge anybody who does. I don't care. Oh, be careful, nanny goat. Go save your chickens. Eeks. We're supposed to get that. Yeah, Heather went, and I don't think I have any friends that do it, but I've seen people that do it. They get Botox like around their lips, and it like they talk like this, like they don't. It's like there's just no movement. It's like no, 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 no. I just build this lip up with lip line or with yeah, lip liner. Like Julie, what's it sound like? Yeah, lip liner. So I usually just build this side up with lip liner because it really does. It falls down. I don't care. It's easily fixed. When people are 60-ish and they look like 30, yeah, it's ridiculous. It's like, come on. But then there's people, what's her name? Sarah Jessica Parker. Like she does nothing. At least she says she does nothing. And I have to agree. Like you can tell her face is very deflated. She's in her 60s, I think now. Her face is very deflated. I mean, I see exactly what's going on, but she doesn't care. This looks fine to me. Yeah, they look stiff. I agree. Getting old is awful. I almost feel like be grateful that you got another day. You know what I mean? Like live it to the fullest because you never know. But I know what you mean. Like we want to look our best. I understand what you're saying totally. I do too. Well, the girl that I used to go get Botox from, I don't know if I've never asked her. I don't know. But she, in my opinion, she doesn't do Botox. And her face had almost that Sarah Jessica Parker look to her. Like it was kind of deflated, but she had like her skin texture. You can tell she does like lasers or she does acid peels. She does something because her skin was so like refreshed looking. But she had the wrinkles, she had the deflated like face, like the no lips. You can tell she doesn't do filler or Botox, in my opinion, but her skin texture looked awesome. She looked beautiful. She looked totally beautiful. And I'm like, if I can look like that in my 60s, I'm okay with that. So okay with that. But again, I understand people wanting the facelift and the filler and the Botox. Again, I totally get both sides. And I reserve the right to go get it again. Like I do. I'm not going to say I won't. Again, I don't judge anybody. You gotta do what's right for you. I don't care. What's the facial when they use the sucker? And it's called microdermabrasion. I don't know if that's what the facial is, but it's a microdermabrasion where they like suck all the gook out and they're diamond plated little holes that smooth over your skin and they suck all of your gook out. Is that what you're talking about? Or a hydrofacial? Okay, there you go. Hydrofacial. I've never had either. I've had microdermabrasion, but I've never had a hydrofacial. I think a hydrofacial is like a water. Is a hydrofacial? Let's see. Is a hydrofacial a microderm and a hydro together? Let's see. Hydrofacial. What is it? Okay, yeah. Heather, a hydrofacial. It's a medical grade skin treatment that uses a special machine to clean, peel, and hydrate your face. It relies on 3 core actions: cleansing and peeling, extracting dirt with painless suction, and infusing the skin with nourishing serums. That's what a hydrofacial is. A gentle tip moves over the skin to wash away dead cells and old makeup. A vacuum tool pulls out dirt. That's why I thought it was microdermabrasion. A vacuum tool pulls out dirt and blackheads. And another device pushes healthy vitamins, antioxidants, and serums into your skin. That's what a hydrofacial is. Yeah, I mean, you're getting all that gook out, you know what I mean, in a tube. I actually have a microderm. It's in a little metal suitcase. And then when you open it, it's a little machine that you can turn it on, and it has a suction with tubes. And then you hold, it almost looks like a dentist when you go to the dentist and they clean your teeth. There's like a little wand. And then at the end, there's little things that you can screw on to the wand with the tube. And there's smaller ones for like your nose area. And then there's bigger ones for your cheeks and everything else. And they're diamond plated with holes in them, and they suck all your gook out. But it's not hydro. It's just microderm. Like I have one. I never use it. Maybe I should, but I never use it. Anyway. So that's what's going on here. Do you guys want to see what's going on with ocean and moons? Let's see what's going on. Let's see who, I just want to gawk for a minute. I want to see. Hang on. I'm going to go to YouTube for a minute. YouTube. Who else is live? Oh, yeah, here. Hang on. Let's go back. For those of you who don't know, this is like all I'm going to talk about with skincare tonight. So now we're going to see what's going on here. So if y'all want to leave, I get it, but I want to look at this for a minute. Give me a minute. I want to go to where she booted her off. I don't see where Ocean was ever on here tonight. Oh, it's not. It's not what I thought. I think Moons just goes on and like says her piece. Ocean was not on this at all. So whatever. It's not what I thought. Never mind. Shirley said, we all need to go to Texas so Julie can do all the treatment on us. I would totally do that. Actually, you guys, it's so easy. You could do it on yourself. Auntie Deb is live. I think I got a notification a bit ago. Let's see what's going on with Auntie Deb. Auntie Deb. Yeah, he is live. Yeah, he's live. All right. There's other people on if you guys want to go. I'm going to go relax and chill out. What day? Is this Friday? Yes, it's Friday. Yeah. So anyway, Heather, anytime. I'm here. Well, I will most likely see whoever is there in October in Massachusetts. I can't say Massachusetts is ever a state I thought I would visit, but Moons was on a space. Wait, hang on. Don't you leave me. Let me read this. Boons was on a space night the night before last saying they were parting ways, but didn't go into many details about why. Yeah. Oops. I get it. Sometimes things just don't work out, you know? It's all right. It's like you go into a partnership with the best of intentions and then things just don't go as planned. And that's okay. And I think it's best just to part your ways, you know, instead of having a show that, oh, whatever. We'll leave it at that. I think it's best that you go your separate ways. I'm nosy, so I'm staying. There's nothing to say. I mean, we could literally watch what Moons had to say. I thought when I got that text, I thought like Moons booted Ocean off during the live, but that's not what it looks like. I think Moons is just telling the story about why they went separate ways. But I don't know. You guys can go watch it. I have no clue what's going on. I don't know. I'm going to go back and watch my The Valley. That's what. I just want my dirty reality shows. That's what I want. Anyway. All right, you guys. I will see you Sunday at 6 o'clock, 7 Eastern. Shirley said, I took my daughter to Salmon, Mass a few years ago. We had a blast. I'm excited to see Massachusetts. And I think, I mean, at least living in Michigan, October, especially like October 9th, 10th, I don't think it's like that cold. You know what I mean? I think it'll be all right. I think the weather will be all right. And I can actually wear jeans and sweaters without sweating. So I'm excited. It'll be fun. I'm going to miss my kids and my family and my Robert, my husband, and my dogs, but it's only for a few days. Anyway, I wish I knew how to, if you guys are patient, hang on. I've always wanted to do this. Hang on. Give me a minute. We're going to figure this out. I want to figure out how to boot all of you over to a different stream. I know there's a way to do it. I just don't know how. If you're patient with me, I'll do it. I want to do it. Somebody sent me directions once, but I don't know how to do it. Give me a second. Let me look up something. I want to drop you guys into a chat. So I want to learn. Okay, here's directions. Finish your StreamYard broadcast. Find your stream in StreamYard. See, I don't think that's how you do it. I think you have to do it during it. No, I don't think that's how you do it. I think you have to go into YouTube Studio. How do I send the live chat to another YouTube live? Don't be leaving me yet. Hang on, let me boot you. Give me a minute. Yes, you can. Oh, I need 1,000 subscribers to do that. Never mind. I can't do it. Sorry. All right, guys. Have a great night. I will see you Sunday and enjoy your Saturday. Thanks for being here, guys. If you can hit the like. Also, once this uploads, if you can go and do a hype, like I can tell if I've been hyped or not. And you guys are not hyping me. I can tell. I can see who's hyping me. So if you can go in and hype it, it really does. It throws it into the algorithm, which helps me. So if you feel like doing it, if not, that's all right. No worries. But you have to wait till it's like done being live. And then you go down where like the live chat is or where you can leave a comment and you scoot it over and it'll say hype. And you can hype it. And I think you get like 3 hypes a week. So anyway, I appreciate it. Anyway, thank you guys. I will see you Sunday. Have a great night. Have a great day tomorrow. Be careful. Go clean your skin. Bye.